Baker, Machado, Williams, Molina, Gonzalez.
Good afternoon, welcome to Game 2 of the M2 National Finals. Today we're welcoming the Amarillo Raptors versus the Amarillo Bombers. We start out with the lineup for the Amarillo Raptors. Starter goal number 0, goalkeeper Mark Number 18 forward, Amarillo Bueno. Number 6 midfielder, Ricky DeRosso. Number 8 defender, Pat Kelly. Number 5 forward, Ayar Adebayo. Number 19, defender, Sergey Wozniak. Number 18, goalkeeper, Luis Perez. Number 9, forward, Ronaldo Rojas. Number 17, Colby Gobble. Number 12, midfielder, Jonah Stanford. Number 10, defender, Jake Johnson. Number 13, defender, Paulo Gonzalez. Number 4, midfielder, Uribe Rucariza. Number 15, defender, David Lapan Isla. Number 3, forward, Jesus Ramos. Number 7, Bobby Hurwitz. Head coach Kurt Lewis, assistant coach Bobby Hurwitz, Jesus Ortiz, and Leo Malecki. And now the lineup for the home team Amarillo Bombers. Number 7, Fredo Chavez. Number 21, defender, Alan Valenzuela. Number 18, defender, Kevin Alvarez. Number 10, midfielder, Victor Patriani. Number 11, midfielder, David Treviso. Number 6, forward, Miguel Reyes. Number 1, goalkeeper, Casey Baker. Number 23, defender, Kevin Machado. Number 5, defender, Dave Williams. Number 17, midfielder, Julio Molina. Number 15, midfielder, Nico Gonzalez. Number 8, forward, Conrad Dubaga. Number 12, defender, Rich Ferreira. Number 3, defender, Sergio Arad. Number 20, midfielder, John Cox. Number 14, midfielder, Derek Cadell. Head coach is Chad Webb, assisted by Jason Parker
good afternoon to Mesquite Arena in Mesquite, Texas. M2 soccer semifinals against the number 1 seed Amarillo Bombers against the number 4 seed Iowa Raptors. We're glad you're joining us on the YouTube channel of M2 Soccer today. I'm Phil Woodall, along with a color commentator, the inimitable, the wonderful, the sage, Eddie.
Pushkar, one of these days I'll change my name to Jones and make it easy for everybody.
Yeah, it would be. But anyway, should be a dandy ball game.
Absolutely.
We saw Chihuahua Savage dominate the Wings 14-2 earlier, but this one, the number 1 seed, this team has been on a roll. The Amarillo Bombers have just been an offensive juggernaut this year.
Yeah, they've got a 10-2 record with 146 goals and 91 against for a plus 55 goal differential. So hats off to Coach Chad Webb and the Amarillo Bombers. And they play a team called the Raptors here. They're the North Division champions. They clinched their title in the final weekend with a win on the road at the Rochester Lancers. So congratulations to Coach Kurt Lewis. They've got 82 goals for and 89 against. They're a -7 differential, so quite a difference here. So it'll be an interesting matchup here, Phil.
And one of the hot players for the Bombers is number 6, Miguel Reyes. Last 2 games, 11 goals. And what did I tell you?
Bonafide MVP candidate.
Yeah, he's definitely. He is from Canyon, Texas, and also played at Grand Canyon and the University of the Ozarks near Branson. So we're about ready to get this started. The Bombers will be in their yellow tops, and the Iowa Raptors will be in the blue. And we are started. Raptors will go right to left as we look at it. There's a Chester over to the outside. And there's a pump over outside, taking Vitor Patriani, who is from Sao Paulo, Brazil. Gets it back over, sends it downfield, and here comes Patriani. He hasn't played much this year because he got married over the summer and is living in McKinney now. So
that's a good reason.
Yeah, getting married or living in McKinney. So
yeah, I'm sure his wife will be nice to know he missed some time for a reason.
He's really a nice young man. Played college soccer at West Texas A&M, as many of these guys did on the Bombers.
What a great ball by Valenzuela to get us going here. It's really unique. And you'll see how high Fredo is playing right now. So as we saw in the first game, the importance of having a goalkeeper with some skill.
Well, I've always called Fredo the most offensive goalie around. And there's a quick shot right from the right side, and a big goal that time, and that's going to be
Mr. Treviso.
Yeah, David Treviso. And
Treviso, you'll see in a replay here, is a great shot by Patriani, and a save, and Treviso just follows it up with a goal. Not even 30 seconds into the match here. I'm sorry, 34 seconds into the match. It's 1-0 for the Bombers.
By the way, Treviso played locally at Frisco Centennial High School and went to Dallas Baptist.
There you go.
So 1-0, as Eddie said, 24 seconds in. There's a shot downfield. Contested down there. This will be Kevin Machado. He's from El Salvador. There's a shot to the left side.
Former player of mine, and got to get a little plug in for my players there. Kevin Machado, good little player, went to Spain with me a few years ago. So,
yeah, he has definitely proven to be a very good defenseman for the Bombers. Conrad Goldborn is in the ball game now. He's wearing number 8, should be right in front of us. He is from McKinney, also played at WT.
Well, we spoke to both coaches before the game, and both coaches are pretty excited about their team's fitness. So I am real excited to see the level of play in this game, Phil.
Fredo Chavez gets it outside. Now it goes over to Julio Molina.
Right away, you saw the Raptors do a press there when they lost the ball in the corner, so that may be an indication of their plan is to press Amarillo when the ball gets deep.
Goes back to the goalkeeper, Petrecic. Up ahead it goes to number 19, Sergio Wozniak.
Careful.
Yep, ball gets loose. Nice little dribble around. Shot straight on to the goalkeeper, and he makes a good save. We'll keep going. 13:01 left here in the first. Bombers out to a 1-0 start. Now the ball will be Kevin Machado, the previously coached player for you. Ball goes down. Here comes Julio Molina.
Amarillo very lively right now. I like it. Ball movement, ball movement, ball movement, player movement to add to it. Makes it very difficult. The Raptors are playing man-to-man, so you're going to watch some passing lanes open up.
There's a shot down by Kevin Alvidrez. Ball comes
2 on 1,
loose.
they hurry. Unlucky.
That time the ball was kicked by number 4, Sirivi Rukakiza. Ball goes in the stands, and we've got a youngster over retrieving it. There's a shot downfield to Chavez. Chavez makes the catch.
Again, the Raptors press high.
Slides it over to Alan Valenzuela. Header back the other way by the Raptors.
So if you choose to press high like that, there's a lot of benefits to it, but a lot of also at disadvantages if they break that press. It creates some counterattack, so live and die by the sword.
There's a Chester this time. Goes back to Valenzuela. Valenzuela with the ball. He's from Juarez, Mexico.
Well, they got lucky. There was a slow change there for the Raptors. Once again, I have to admit, these boards are very close to each other. So if you come off one, there's only about a 3-4 yard difference between the right board and the left board. So the changes have to be smart in this building. Once again, the home of the Mesquite Outlaws. Those just joined us. Oh,
that was
what a great effort that was.
Very nice shot that time, taken by, I believe, Ayo Adebayo. There's a shot from the right side, taken that time by Angelo Oquindo. And there's a clear away by the Bombers, going past the midfield line. Oh, knock away that time, and I think 14 was looking for a foul that time.
Yeah, but they kept possession, so there wasn't enough in it. You'll hear that phrase, referees, not enough in it.
I think that was Paco Gonzalez. I don't have 14 on my deal, but I think that's his number. There's a shot hard off the window to the right side, and a kick straight on by Paco Gonzalez, taken away by Fredo Chavez. There's a shot up ahead. Here comes Valenzuela. Valenzuela to the right side. They center it. Down near the side, the Iowa Raptors with the ball. 23 points on the season in the North Division of M2 soccer.
I like these names of the Bombers versus the Raptors.
Yep.
Good hold and a good save there.
Well, obviously, Amarillo known as Bomb City, so because of Pantex, which is located east of Amarillo.
I wonder how many people understand that.
They'll
connection
get it
there, huh?
They'll catch it.
Full of information there, Mr. Encyclopedia.
Yeah, well, I know a little bit of trivia, or they call it something else, but anyway. Or as I tell everybody, I have a BS in political science, and some people say that's the same thing. But anyway, bada bing. 10 minutes to go here in the first. Bombers off to a 1-0 lead. Shot from the right side, knocked away, and a battle for it on the near boards.
Again, the press gets the ball back right away. They keep the ball in the attacking half possession. A good change with possession. Another good change coming.
Nice little dribbling there by
if you can keep possession when you change, Phil, you can wear the opponent down even for a few seconds. It makes a big difference. And watch him press again.
Comes Julio Molina. Gets it up ahead to Gabe Williams. And going downfield, nice kick away that time by the Raptors. Got a one-on-one situation. They tried to go there, but I think might have been offside had he gone ahead. That was Angelo Oquindo.
Yeah, at least Eastlis wanted him to zig, and he thought he was going to zag, so a little miscommunication there, but they get the ball back right away. This is the making of a very good game, Phil. I'm already excited about this contest.
Orozco puts it down into the attack zone, taking away for the Bombers would be Alvidrez. And then Chavez will pick it up. Big left arm by him. Gets it downfield. Nice one and nice kick out as the ball was intended for Jorge Gonzalez and kicked out of bounds by Paco Gonzalez.
Nice job by Alvidrez. Use his big frame there to shoot the ball off, and it ends up going right to the keeper. So makes Fredo's job easier when the defenders can be big and strong in front of him.
Alvidrez, another one of those talented players from Chihuahua, Mexico. Chavez, we told you, we call him the most offensive goalkeeper in M2 soccer, and that one centered, but couldn't get it to squirrel in. And there's a shot from the right side. Nice stop by the goalkeeper. Petricek throws it out to the right side. 8:17 to go here in the first. And there's the ball taken away. Nice dribble.
That's a great ball.
Yep, Goldborn. Goldie looking for it in the left corner, sends it back out. There's a battle between it. And
3 on
Raptors
2,
coming
they
with
hurry.
it. Oh,
and
yeah,
a great
nice
tackle.
slide tackle, beautifully done that time by Alvidrez. Alvidrez back over on the right side near the yellow outside line.
I don't think this will be a 14-2
No, I don't
score
think
line
so.
in this game, buddy.
No,
You got
there'll
these
be
two
some
teams
good
came to
defense.
play.
Boy, big collision out there. Looked like it was
Little-
on a player change. That was Miguel Reyes colliding.
I think they just got ran into each other. No mouse involved there.
Now in is Vitor Patriani from Sao Paulo, Brazil. He is wearing number 10 for the Bombers. Prolific scorer last year and the year before for the Bombers. Not so much this year after getting married. Here's a shot from the side and a big goal that time. And credit that one to Jesus Ramos.
Jesus Ramos gets the assist from the goalkeeper, Petricek. You'll see in a replay here, he just takes the ball with one touch with his left foot and buries it past Fredo. It's a 1-1 game, 7:27 to go, halfway through this first period.
And almost 7 minutes later, they come up with a score. Yep.
Wow, what a wicked, wicked left peg that was. Media timeout here.
Yep.
To separate the two teams here for a quick second, get their breath, and wow, I'm excited for this match already here, Phil. 1-1, both teams are attacking, both teams are pressing. 2 good goals. Can't blame the keeper on either one. And actually, we get a keeper get an assist with Petricek, so well done for the keepers over here.
Well, a lot of good talent from Iowa, as we saw in the Wichita Wings. A lot of local talent from the Wichita, Kansas area. Same way for the Amarillo Bombers. They have a lot of talent from West Texas A&M, of course, coached by the great Butch Laufer, who started the program many years ago, I think back in 1993, if I'm not mistaken, 1992. And then also a lot of talent comes from the Metroplex to play out there. So it's kind of an interesting situation to see how all the local talent helps these teams out.
Butch Laufer, probably the godfather of Amarillo soccer. He actually he was my instructor for my B license.
You know what that
back
means?
in the late 90s. It means I'm old.
No, it means he's old. Yeah. Well, I've known him for a long time.
Both Butch and Chad Webb are Butch coaches the men at West Texas A&M, and Chad has the women at West Texas A&M. Very successful franchises and very successful in the last few years in the college ranks. So they're producing some good players on the men and the women's side.
And Butch's first name is Edward, in case anybody wanted to know.
I did not know that.
See, I always come up with good stuff for
I just
you.
call him the Butcher.
Well, yeah, I got you. All right, here we go. Vitor Patriani out to Chavez, who comes out, part of the offense. Ball gets passed. It's going to go off the foot of the Bombers, I believe. I believe that went off the foot of
Little better,
Williams.
little better weather here than there is in Cedar Rapids right now. I was talking to Coach Kurt Lewis for the game, so they're getting some nasty weather back here. But this team's ready to play. He says they're fit, they're sharp, they're excited to be here. So, and they came to play.
Well, anytime you got a chance to play for a championship, that's what you strive for, and they had to get a point at Rochester, and they did. Got a win.
Yeah, on the road to win and make the playoffs, and a good result here. That might be 2 minutes.
Yep. He's got
He
the card
thought
out.
about it. He thought about it. He put his hand into his pocket, thought about it, just decided to count his change instead of pull the blue card out.
David Treviso is the guy that had the collision. We got a free kick coming up for the Raptors. 6:51 left here in the first quarter. 1-1. Here come the Raptors.
It's good for the referees to think hard and clear before they give away a 2-minute penalty. So I got no problem with that.
Come the Raptors. And there's a nice shot, goes off the backside.
Uh-oh.
And here's a shot, and another good one. As that time, Fredo is a little bit out of position, and the goal, I think, is going to go to Jonah Dancer.
He sure is. Jonah Dancer, you'll see in a replay here. It hit off the deflection, came right to him, a good first touch. He puts it to the back corner and just beats Fredo to the backside. And you're talking about Jonah Dancer here. He's a leading scorer on this team with 17 goals and 5 assists for 22 points. He had 2 I'm sorry, he had 4 two-goal games and 2 hat tricks this season. So he is very capable of scoring some goals.
He's also their leading dancer, too. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. That's a bad joke. All right, here we go.
Tina Turner reference, if I'm not
I
mistaken?
got some, well, he's not a tiny dancer. He's a good-sized lad. Shot taken, but it's going to be a free kick.
Look at you and I both bringing up Tina Turner. Who thought you had Tina Turner mentioned in an indoor soccer game?
Yeah,
huh?
well, there's anything that can come up. Well, we're here to entertain. That's
Absolutely.
one thing about it.
We're failing miserably, but we keep trying.
Yeah, we do. Here's a takeaway.
And the press and the double, they win the ball back.
Yeah.
And this is what the Rapids can do. I'm sorry, the Rapids. This is what the Raptors do quite well.
Well, right now they're putting the pressure.
Yeah,
Goalborn
they're
is
playing
out.
like Rapids right now on high press.
They are indeed.
They've been very successful pressing the Bombers here in the attack zones. Let's see if they keep that up. That requires, again, so much fitness, though.
This ball goes out of bounds. Yeah, sometimes the Bombers have been putting offensive pressure on people all season long. Right now, they just haven't gotten their flow going. Bombers in the back. See where Chavez goes.
I should point out, Phil, that you are the play-by-play and color analyst for the Bombers. You know the team really well, so we're lucky to have you on this broadcast. So what a great strike by Chavez, as you call him.
And we're lucky to have you because you know the game so well, and it's really becoming something. Boy, there's a big battle right in front of us.
Love it. I love the physical confrontation.
That was Sarivi Rukakiza. They lose it down in the corner again. Nice stop that time by the goalkeeper, and this one is kicked out of bounds. Goalkeeper says that went off Amarillo.
Tell you what, these teams are keen to play. Anybody said soccer is not a physical contact sport has never played the game at a high level. Let me tell you something. You put a pair of boots on and some pair of shin guards and go at it, and these guys are going at it right now. A lot on the line. They want to play. The winner plays the Chihuahua Savage 2 in the final tomorrow at 2 o'clock.
Should be a dandy one. The ball centered up. Here's a shot to the right side, centered, looking down low for Gabe Williams. Williams, another WT player from Pflugerville, and this one is kicked out of bounds off the head of Kevin Machado. I thought you taught him better than that.
Well, I only take credit for his good things. His mistakes, his other coaches taught him that.
Okay. Machado, very fine player this year for the Bombers. A little push there, got away with it. Ball kicked down into the attack zone on the left side, battling for it. And there's a shot, nice save that time with the left hand by Fredo Chavez.
Yeah, the great shot by Dancer again. Dancer came to play today. He got his shooting goggles on. 4 and 3 if they hurry. You got numbers up here. You got to recognize when you have numbers up, and what a bomb.
And hits the top of the rim, then goes off, and I think it went off one of the stanchions over there, or maybe the
what a bomb by Rojas, though, with the left peg there that just went high and then bounced over the goal. So
4:16 to go in the first. Bombers in front of us with the ball is Treviso. Treviso with 22 goals on the season.
It's also the first meeting that we have between Amarillo and the Raptors. So there's no experience except for what you see on film. So it's interesting.
Yeah, they're kind of feeling themselves out right now.
You don't know players' tendencies yet. You'll get to know them as the game goes on.
Valenzuela gets it back. And
we got a foul off the ball here.
Oh, okay.
It's a foul on number 10 for the Raptors. That would be against Jake Johnson. And it's a dangerous set piece. Let's see what Amarillo has for their set pieces. This is where Coach Chad Webb has to come into play with what he's worked on with practice with these guys. They've got a guy down low.
Well,
and I assume he'll be going post to post looking for the tap in.
Yeah,
as is Chavez.
This is Vitor.
Good save.
Yep. And this one is kicked out.
And another dangerous set piece opportunity. And I should point out, a set piece is only a chance to see if you can't get a good opportunity to score, and that's exactly what they did right there. They've got 2 guys down low and 2 guys out wide, so he got 2 options, and 3 guys in a wall. His options are plentiful. Timeout called with 3:47 to go. You've got 2 of them. You can't take them home, so it gives them a chance to work on their set pieces here.
2-1, Iowa Raptors leading at 3:47 left to go in the first quarter. Amarillo scored 34 seconds into the game on a David Treviso goal, but since that time it's been Jesus Ramos and Dancer coming back with goals, and they have a 2-1 lead here at Mesquite Arena, home of World Championship Rodeo and home of the Mesquite Outlaws, and I understand they got a game tomorrow night.
They
9
do.
o'clock?
They do. So the Outlaws lost in overtime last night, but they got a point. So if they win tomorrow, they are in. So that's going to be a big game. I just heard from one of the administrators that some Sidekicks players are stuck in Chihuahua, so they moved the game back to 9 p.m. So it's going to be an interesting game. So we have a 2 o'clock final tomorrow. You can watch the final here, go home, get a nice dinner, put the kids to bed, and watch the final home game for the Mesquite Outlaws here at the Mesquite Rodeo Arena.
All right, Treviso will be the trigger man.
Again, I like the Bombers having 2 guys down low. It gives them many options because we have 3 guys in a wall. Both sides are options.
He gets it over to Vitor Patriani. Patriani with a left-footed kick and
foul off the wall. They try to do a pick play, and the referee Daniel Radford is very experienced. He actually works MLS VAR games with me. He caught that one. So
Vitor Patriani, Brazilian player, excellent goal scorer.
2-on-1 if they hurry.
Yep, here we go. Trying to get through, and it's going to go off.
That's got to be a foul. Yeah. He's lucky it wasn't a blue card. Another dangerous situation, though, for the Bombers. Let's see if we can get something a little bit more cleaner on this one. Look out for a shot over here.
And there's a shot taken, knocked away by the Raptors, and they'll pick it up. Now goes the other way. Oh, almost like a bend it like Beckham shot that time.
Yeah, I tell you what, though, I would like to have seen a shot set up there for a great left-footed player that we had earlier, Valenzuela. He's got a great shot. I want to see him hit that from the outside on some of these set pieces.
So here we go, big collision at the yellow line. Coming back the other way, Raptors with the ball, get it to the middle.
Everywhere. This means a lot. I love the intensity in both teams. This is what it's all about, playoff atmosphere. Oh, great save by Fredo. Has a great sense to distribute the ball, and instantly a chance for Conrad. Yeah, I think you call him Goldie.
Yeah, it's Conrad, C-O-N-R-O-D, but Goldburn, and I call him Goldie. Here's a opportunity, and that one went way up, hit off the speakers.
Yeah, Adebayo wanted that one. He had some big eyes. He leaned back on that shot, put that up in the rafters.
That shot taken by
It's a great
Rojas.
intensity in this game, Phil. I absolutely love it. This first quarter is flying by with 2:50 to go. It's a 2-1 lead for the Iowa Raptors.
Fredo Chavez out near the yellow line. Gets it up ahead, and the ball's kicked out of bounds.
Yeah, he tried to hit the boards, and just a bit outside. A little Bob Uecker reference there for some of you older fans.
Jorge Gonzalez kicking it out. 2:39 to play here in the first. Iowa leads it 2-1. They'll attack into the zone, out to the side. Another nice stop by Fredo Chavez.
Another great shot there going back post.
And there's a shot ahead. Can it get past? Nope, a header. Iowa makes control.
Good decision by Petracek. Oh, there's a foul.
Looks like Julio Molina.
Yeah. Just a little get to know you, foul. Hi, how are you? I'm Julio. I'll be here all day.
Yeah. Iowa sends it down into the attack zone, out on the left side near boards. Ball gets away. Orozco retrieves it. Wants to go inside. Can't do it. Back outside it goes to Jake Johnson. Jake gets it over to number 19, Sergio Wozniak, and cleared away by the Bombers. And a nice takeaway by Iowa once again. This is Pat Kelly.
Yeah, he keeps it in the attack zone by winning that. He does it again by Kelly.
Kelly does it. Now the ball comes loose in the corner, and Chavez will kick it out.
Iowa's doing a great job of winning the ball back when they lose it.
Nice little high stepping that time by Rojas. Back the other way. Sending it down low will be Miguel Reyes. Reyes with 11 goals the last 2 games. They have kept him quiet today. Not many scoring opportunities for him. 1:15 to go in the quarter. 2-1 Raptors. There's the ball downfield by Wozniak.
Yeah, not what he wanted. He wanted the ball against the boards over there, so the forward could go and shag it down and keep it.
Chavez.
This is better for the Bombers to spread him out.
Yep.
Now he's in trouble. Now.
Yep, he's up against the boards. By the way, Chavez, born in Chihuahua, Mexico, but went to Paladero High School in Amarillo.
I think he got a little knock here, and that's why Chavez went down. A bit fortunate because he kind of got caught in the corner there. Let's hope he's okay. Our vantage point won't allow him to see exactly what he's holding, but he fell awkwardly. Not sure it was from a challenge or just from keeping possession there. Let's hope he's okay. He's up. Oh, no, he's not. I'm sorry. That's Reyes. Reyes, an MVP candidate we spoke earlier. I'm getting our first chance to see him live and in color, and he's a player to be reckoned with, as we spoke about earlier. He's an MVP candidate. He's got 48 points. He's tied for first in the MASL. He's got 25 goals, which gives him second place amongst the leaders in the MASL.
And he's been a machine the last 2 games with 11 goals.
Wow. That's a career for some players.
Yeah.
Yours truly.
47 seconds left. Got a
Chavez
timeout.
is up. He's gingerly limping back over there with Steve Parker, probably one of the best athletic trainers you'll find in the country. He's also the Mesquite Outlaws trainer. Steve Parker's been around. He used to do the World Team Tennis Tour. He did the U.S. Olympic team, national team. He's done Dallas Tornado from back in the day. He's done the Dallas Sidekicks. Currently Mesquite Outlaws. He just does a lot in the Dallas area.
Well, Kevin Alvidrez will go to the bench to get a little bit of rest. Only 47 seconds left here in the quarter.
Yeah, let's hope he's okay. He's a vital cog on this team. I'm impressed with him.
Alvidrez done a good job this year. He's scored some goals for him. In fact, he has 17 on the season with 8 assists. Here's a kick downfield, crosses midfield. Goldborn with the ball.
It's big body Goldborn. Nice turn there. Watch the boards. Watch the boards if you hit off the boards.
Yep, Goldborn is a big man.
Yeah, he is. Uses his body really well there as well, too.
Back it
He
goes.
wants it again. He wants it again deep, and he's getting it.
Valenzuela to Goldborn. Goldborn passes over. Now knocked away by Machado. Back the other way. We got a collision near the Iowa Raptor bench. Again, there's that sportsmanship that you see as David Treviso slaps the head of the Raptor player.
22 seconds ago in a very entertaining first period here, Phil.
Yeah, we'd think we might see an outbreak of goals, but so far it's been a good defensive struggle.
Well,
Both
there's
teams
opportunities, that's for sure. There'll be more coming, obviously.
Petrichik sends it downfield, off the boards to the left side. Ball still around, now kicked away and hits the left side of the goal. And the Bombers come away with it, trying to get it away, clear it up.
Last shot.
And a big shot taken that time, and that'll bounce clear off to the left side on that shot that time by Kelly Godbolt. Or correction, make that Jonah Dancer. And that's the end of the first quarter of action. You score after 1, the IL Raptors 2, and the Amarillo Bombers 1.
You know, Phil, we should talk briefly. This is more than just a game, a semifinal game. These guys are on trial. They're on trial. They want to play in the MASL and other leagues, and they've got a lot of eyes watching them. Those who are on YouTube as well, too. But I'm sure you got some MASL staffers that are keeping a close eye. There's some good young players on both these teams, and as we saw earlier on the 2 teams before with Chihuahua and Wichita. So there's a lot of pressure on these guys to do well and try and continue to chase their dreams.
Well, I think a lot of people don't understand there's how many levels of the major arena soccer league. There's 1, 2, and is there a 3 also?
Yes, sir, there is. And we should also point out that this past October, the MASL had their first ever player combine. All the coaches were here. They actually did an instruction for the first couple of days, and we had showcase games the last couple of days. It was very successful, followed by our first ever MASL draft, which I had the privilege to be the MC. This year's draft, they've already got over 150 applicants. We may be seeing some of these players here as well, too. It'll be the end of October. The site is yet to be announced. It should be announced soon. But Keith Tozer, Shep Messing, and JP Delacameron have done a really good job on promoting the MASL. We've come a long way. Indoor soccer, as we spoke earlier, has been a foothold in this country for decades. And people wonder, well, does it have a place, does it have its own niche? Look at the quality we're seeing today, and this is in M2. So, yes, it does. I mean, I played in a period, there was no outdoor. So we weren't indoor players. We were soccer players without an outdoor league. And the level of players we had, if you imagine the MLS not having been in existence right now, where are those players you playing? He's playing indoor.
Yeah.
And so the level we had, I mean, you had San Diego that had Bronco Segoda, had Steve Jungle, and you had Preki. You had Megson up in Tacoma. You had Tattoo, Chico Borja, and Thompson Ucino, my teammates in L.A. Tattoo, Kevin Smith, David Hudgel, Mike Powers, Billy Phillips were legendary Dallas Sidekicks players. So these guys, indoor was their only opportunity to play. And we had fans. I mean, Wichita used to get sold out. I mean, 25,000 fans in some of these arenas. It was fantastic. I played in Milwaukee at the old Bradley Center. We'd sell that thing out with 20,000 fans. It was a lot of fun. And what Keith Tozier, Shep Messing, and JP Delacameron have done in their second year has put the MASL back on the map for indoor soccer. It's relevant again, and I'm really happy to be a part of it.
Second quarter, we changed sides, and there's
what a bomb
big
that
shot
was.
that time
Chavez
by,
is back.
Yep, Vidres.
It's good to see him healthy again. He must have just a little knock. I like how Fredo made himself available here, and he's still here at midfield, just in case they need him.
This is Rich Herrera with the ball.
And on cue, now he's got to be careful.
Now, Chavez has been caught a couple of times. He has to go back there and field it. Sometimes he's been caught out of place. But that's his game.
Yeah, it's keepers need confidence in the goal and in the field.
Fredo certainly has that, and I've seen him do this now. He's back in goal. Right the other way. Herrera sends it in to Vitor Patriani. Vitor, one of those guys, we just call him by his first. Oh, a little back heel pass.
Pass
back
and
the other way.
move. Very nice.
Oh,
Deflection. It got past Petrovic. And just how that stay out, I have no idea. But a phenomenal play that time by Patriani. I hope I'm saying his name right, Phil.
Yeah, you are. Patriani. I just call him Vitor.
Vitor, okay.
Just like you, Eddie.
I'm good with Vitor.
Yeah, you're only good by the first name, Eddie.
Absolutely.
Not because of your notoriety. It's just nobody can pronounce your dang last name. But no, I'm just kidding. 2-1. Raptors leading at 13:36 to go in the half.
Oh, just could not get enough on that. He wants that back. Jesus Ramos wants that opportunity back.
Chavez kicks it downfield. Got a little Chester. That was Valenzuela this time. They'll send it back over to Petricic.
I feel there's a goal coming in the near future.
Yeah. Petricic ready.
Again, Petricic comes across this midfield line, similar to what Fredo did. I love a keeper gets involved.
There's a off the side, a battle for it. Sends it back over. Raptors have the ball as that time Paco Gonzalez. Send it back. There's a shot down low and a big shot up in the air, headed back the other way by the Bombers. That is Kevin Alvidrez, who was previously injured, back in. Come the Raptors putting on some pressure. There's a shot, and that's a huge one. That time by Jonah Dancer, his second goal.
Wow, and you want to talk about cleaning some cobwebs out in the corner of the goal. Watch this replay. Comes inside, dips his shoulder, and just a laser beam freezes Fredo and puts it in the far corner up high. Like I said before, you clean the cobwebs out with shots like that. That was first class, top shelf. What a goal by Dancer.
That's a big one. His second consecutive goal, his second of the day. 12:32 to go here in the half. Raptors leading it 3-1. Glad you're joining us on the YouTube channel of M2 Soccer. Chavez gets it up ahead.
You know, sometimes it's not the best team with the best record. It's the hottest team at the right time.
Well, that's for
you know,
sure.
And the Raptors had the win the last weekend on the road in Rochester to make the playoffs. And they're continuing that hot streak right now. They look really good.
Shot that time from the left side by Jorge Gonzalez, controlled easily. Now with the ball for the Raptors. That'll be Jake Johnson. Gets it back over to Orozco. Orozco on the move. Passes up ahead to Islas.
And a change with possession. Well done.
There's a shot into the left side, down low. Bombers trying to clear it.
Here we go. If he hurries.
Nice takeaway that time. That's Rich Herrera battling for it. Herrera.
I like the referees letting them play, though. There is a foul. I like the referees letting them play. Players want the players decide who wins and loses games, and referees do as well. You want to let them play sometimes, and a referee just there be a chaperone.
We only had one blue card in that first game.
Yeah.
So far, none here. With the ball right now will be Dancer. Off to the left side, it goes to Rojas. The big battle collision there. Ball comes loose, taken away by the Bombers, and then a nice takeaway by the Raptors by Rojas. Down on the right corner, trying to get the ball loose.
Uh-oh.
And there, that was a huge goal right there as they got Fredo Chavez out of position.
Boy, sometimes if you get bodies in front of the keeper, we can't see things. It wasn't a bomb of a shot like we saw from Dancer, but Ronaldo Rojas, the ball just finds him, and Fredo cannot see with all the bodies in front. Now it becomes 4-1 for the Raptors, and Amarillo needs to answer a goal here really badly.
Well, they do. They just haven't been able to stop the attack of the Raptors. Go to the Bombers, Miguel Reyes. They send it down low. Ball goes down to John Cox from Amarillo High School. And
don't forget
WT.
the Bulldogs are the #1 seed in this little mini tournament here, Phil.
Mm-hmm. They are indeed.
Oh,
Chavez.
be careful, be careful, be careful.
He does this a lot. I have to trust him, though. Chavez back over to Alvidrez. Alvidrez sends it down low. Karam's off the board. Kept in by Patriani. Then comes outside the line. Alvidrez with the ball again. Goes out to the right side. I believe that's Valenzuela.
I'm a little confused. I got clarification from referees, but once Fredo passes the ball with his feet, he can't get it back now.
There's a shot, and it comes out. Chavez says, I'll take care of it.
Yeah.
Chavez setting it up on the offense. Kicks it over to the right side to Valenzuela. Valenzuela. Scissor
Nice
kick to the
patience.
left side. Down low it goes to Alvidrez. Then comes back outside. John Cox with the ball. Cox over to Valenzuela. Back to Chavez. Chavez rolls it with his left foot. He's a left-footed kicker. Over to the right side. Down low to Vitor. Crossing, nobody there. Back to Avidrez, comes loose in the middle.
Oh, unlucky with
Raptors
that
take
touch
it away.
there.
Yeah. And Valenzuela, that one's kicked out of bounds.
My mistake there, Phil, for those who are asked the same question I had. Once the keeper passes midfield, he's a regular field player. You can play the ball back into as much as you want. Amarillo caught the Raptors on a change, and unfortunately, couldn't find the back post for a tap in there.
Vitor with a shot from the right side. John Cox battling on the far boards in front of the Bomber bench.
Yeah, Reyes was open on that backside for a tap, and just couldn't find him. Oh, that might be two.
Yeah,
There's 2
Vitor
minutes.
and Rojas.
Yeah.
Alive, we got our first blue card.
Yeah.
Correction, not Rojas. That's going to be Pat Kelly.
Yeah, Pat Kelly. He caught him. He caught him as he came in to win the ball. So it was a good read by Vitor. You've seen a replay here.
By the way,
Plays it out. He plays it out to him, and then as he comes forward here, right here, he clips him. He did clip him, so no need to challenge that because that's going to be given no matter what. So it's our first power play of this game with 9:01 to go. Phil, let's see what Amarillo can do with a 3-goal deficit, but a man advantage here for 2 minutes.
And need a big one right here. With the ball right now, it's going to be Jorge Gonzalez, Miguel Reyes,
that
and the
should be
ball's kicked
dangerous.
out.
Now this is what really gets interesting. Now you have 4, and you have a top of the arc set piece play, and they've got to find some lanes here. See what they have cooked up here.
Kind of set it up in basketball like a zone defense.
Yep. I see Goldie right in front of Petricek. He wants to stay there and he got away when he can.
And there's whistle.
Okay, they're going to reset this. Both players are at fault. Daniel Radford is going to tell both of them to sort this stuff out. You'll see in the replay here, they're both pushing against each other. And they're both at fault. Rather than punish one team, he did a simple, okay, hey guys, knock it out. Quit fighting with your brother. And let's get back to business here.
Jorge Gonzalez, Patriani off to the right side. They fake it
Hit
right,
it.
go left.
Oh, that was
Inside,
a good
knocked
strike.
away. Big knock away that time by Petricek. Over to Vitor on the right side. Vitor sends it down low to Goldie. Back outside to Jorge Gonzalez. Gonzalez to the middle. Reyes over to Vitor Patriani and cleared away by the Raptors. Oh, nice
Great
tackle. that
tackle.
time. Yeah.
Phenomenal tackle.
Miguel Reyes off to the left
Oh,
side.
that's unlucky.
Had a nice shot on goal that time by David Treviso, but he kicked it high.
You know, I'm impressed with Reyes defending there as well, too. Good players, MVP candidates, play both sides of the field, defensively and offensively. He tracked back there and won that ball and created an opportunity.
1:20 left in the power play. Ball goes down to Chavez. We'll give it right back over to Jorge Gonzalez. Still got the same group in. I'm surprised they didn't make a little player change there. Gonzalez over to Vitor Patriani. Patriani back to Gonzalez. Sends it over the left side.
You've got a first line, Phil, and a second line that you want to get players on that know how to, another top of the arc, that know how to play with each other. So I'll keep them on as long as you can if they're not tired. And you got 53 seconds to go.
It's time to get the free kick. Patriani to Gonzalez to the left side, and
Good
the shot
save.
almost, good save by. And here's Treviso. Treviso
Good patience.
passes left to Gonzalez. Gonzalez, and there's the ball tipped out of bounds off the head of one of the Raptors.
We've got immediate timeout here with 7:44 to go in this second period. So it's 4-1. It'll give this actually benefits both teams. It gets your penalty killers a chance to get a breath and get some water, but also gives your man up squad a chance to get some water and also talk about what they've seen in the last minute and 23 seconds. So
How do these guys work their way up from when they start refereeing up to this level?
the same way as players do. The better you perform on the field, you'll see. But the better you play on the field, the more notoriety that you'll get, the more opportunities you'll get, and you get promoted. Referees are the same way. Like right now, we've got 2 referees on the field. One is doing is an MASL2 referee. The other is an MASL1 referee. So they're working together, and you've got some guys, bench personnel, who are experienced on both MASL and MASL2. So it's a way about working together. Ryan Sigich, head of referees, is here. So it's good to have this referee education as well as coaches. As well as players getting a chance to play.
Well, and it takes a lot to get started. I know back
It
in
does.
Amarillo, we have Kids Incorporated,
Yep.
and they're always in need of officials to help out the kids that start at 5, 6, 7, 8 years old. And that's the way you start learning and you give back to the game.
I 100% agree. The difficulty is getting these kids to start when they're young because there's so much referee abuse by uneducated parents and supporters who wants their kid yelled at. So hopefully our culture will get better and better, but it starts with us as professionals.
All right, here we go.
Hit it!
To Gonzalez. Gonzalez goes off the feet of one of the Raptors and out of bounds.
See, you want this shot to be quick off a restart as well, too, because it prevents the opposing team from lining up. But he took an extra touch, and they can now get organized and step and block shots. 32 seconds to go. Vitor on his backside, if he's good at volleys, might be open for a little dink.
Kick it out to Treviso, over to Vitor Patriani, and
Good
he almost
save.
got it. That's a patented Patriani shot, but he couldn't get it to go. Goes off the near wall, Treviso.
Oh, stay in. Oh, that
It
hurts.
doesn't. Treviso got still 19 seconds in the power play situation for the Bombers.
Great saves by Petracek, though. Oh, what a tough ball that is.
Ball almost came loose and goes out of bounds.
Boy,
off
that's
the
a ball.
foot.
That's a ball. Put your keeper in a hospital. We call that one a hospital ball for a reason. Wow.
14 seconds left in the power play
Hit it.
situation. Gonzalez back over.
Guess
that
who?
was Valenzuela. Yep, yep. There's
Now be
Gonzalez
careful.
again.
I'm sorry, Phil. 5
Oh,
seconds
that's
to go.
right.
You got to watch. Okay. You have to be aware the guys on the bench have to talk to everybody as well too and tell them how much time is left. So if they win the ball, a guy comes off the bench, it's a counterattack.
.707 left here in the half. Full strength again for the Raptors. Treviso shot off the boards. Vitor Patriani from the left side, no good, wide of the mark. Back outside to Treviso, hard shot.
They're just missing barely, but they're taking some good shots.
Well, they're getting some bombs on him. Patriani up ahead, and collision between him and Pat Kelly, no foul called.
Yep. I agree with that no call.
Yep. Remember, they're looking at flops a lot of times too. Down on the left corner, the Bombers with the ball. Back outside, Pat Kelly with it. And he is down on the side. Free kick coming up.
Tell you what, good job by Pat Kelly. Put himself in a position where he had to be fouled. It wasn't a lot in it, but enough. You see how his arm was extended there, and that's going to get called almost every time by Valenzuela.
The ball's put into play, goes outside the line. Back outside it goes to the Raptors.
Was he over the line?
Yep.
No, he was not. And that's a mistake by Petracek. He has to know where he is, and that's also the correct call. He's got to get over that line to avoid a three-line pass. No sense arguing. I don't know in my existence if I've ever seen a referee say, oh, yeah, you know, you're right. Let me change my mind because you're arguing.
Gonzalez over to the left side, Valenzuela. And that ball goes off the feet of another Raptor. 6:16 to go here in the half. Raptors with a couple of goals and shutting out the Bombers here in quarter number 2.
Yeah, a little couple things here that are consistent right now. The Bombers are getting opportunities, but it's coming after they trap the ball and they have a second touch, so it slows it down. If they can try and work out these situations, they can hit the ball one touch, it'll be quicker.
Goulbourne down low, a little pushing and shoving.
See how he
between
traps the ball, and then they can adjust accordingly.
John Cox, number 20. There's a shot to the left side, and wide of the mark and high.
A better ball lets him hit that ball one touch. And one touch is a faster speed of play, and right now Amarillo needs a faster speed of play because the Raptors are reacting and pressing very, very quickly once he makes that first touch.
Referees got to be in shape too, just
Absolutely.
like the players, don't they?
By the way, they have to pass fitness tests, and they are brutal.
On the attack here is Adebayo. Kicks it back over. Nice little kick inside. Knocked away by the Bombers. Trying to clear it. John Cox. And there's a whistle.
Yeah, warning for delay. A little frustration there. Got to calm down here. Got to calm down here. Relax a little bit. You're going to make a mistake, but make sure you keep yourself focused for Mr. Cox there.
Glad everybody's on the YouTube with us today. I don't know if we're on n2soccer.com, but check it out. And another whistle.
Off the ball foul again. That foul was called against Adebayo again, and it's a good job for the referees. You've got two referees. They've been toward the idea of adding a third referee to the mix, much like the NBA does it. We used it in our preseason here for an experiment. It was very successful. So you might see that implemented here in the future.
John Cox sends it down low to Rich Herrera. Down on the corner, cleared again out by the Raptors. Here comes Goldburn back the other way.
Well
and
tracked
takeaway
by the big
Patrick.
fella.
Goldburn did a nice job there.
Yeah, that's impressive. Your teammates respect that, Phil. When you chase back and win the ball, it's unselfish play.
And we got another collision.
I agree with you. The Reyes has got to get on track. He's got to find a way to get some more touches. He's too big of a factor to be shut out right now. You're seeing a replay here. He just nicks him. No, that was Cox again. I'm sorry, but Reyes has to find the ball more. I think the more touches he has, the bigger factor he'll be.
Ball headed over to Chavez from Valenzuela. And Chavez will come up the right side, kicks it downfield. Ball comes loose past the collision and kicked almost out of bounds, taken away by the Bombers once again. This will be Treviso.
Easy.
Yep, and here we go. This will be Alvidrez. Alvidrez off the chest, goes out to the near side and out of bounds with 4.5 to go here in the half. Gonzalez, left side to Treviso. Treviso tries to get it inside, almost kicked out of bounds, kept alive. Bombers, and a nice clear away by the Raptors. Gonzalez will send it back to Chavez. Chavez comes out on the left side. Big kick downfield and an easy save. Not even a save, but an easy catch for Petrichik. Coming down the other way, the Raptors down on the corner. Back outside it goes. Clear away by the Bombers.
And both teams are fit, Phil. I will tell you that. They are at a very high clip right here. Both teams are going at it. Here's Kelly.
Kelly this time, crossing, nobody there. Down the left side, Karam's off the board, cleared away by the Bombers.
If they hurry, they can get numbers up, 2-on-1 if they hurry.
Yep, Gonzalez. Up ahead is Reyes.
Good
Reyes.
double, good double.
Yeah, they came back and got him. He was on the loose. 3:25 to go here in the half.
He's going to call that Reyes all the time because he has his arms around his body. You can use your body, but once you put that arm around, it's going to be a grab.
It's not a hug of affection.
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
not.
foul.
It's not. You can hug after the game.
And there's a little, nice tackle. Ball
slot.
comes loose, and let's see, somehow the Bombers clear it. And the ball comes loose, heading it downfield into the attack zone. Raptors will bring it back.
That was a great play by Herrera there. Very, very smart man.
Kicks it downfield. Raptors. This time, a little back heel pass. Right back over to Orozco. Orozco trying to attack. He does. Gets it down in the corner. Looks for the Karam. Can't get it. Back outside to Orozco. They'll bring it outside and reset it. It'll be Jake Johnson once again. And here's an attack, almost a tackle made, and then off the side, and somehow it's cleared again.
Penalty. Yep, that's going to be a penalty kick probably. Let's see, the referees are conversing. They're talking about it right now. See if he's in the box or out of the box.
And here's your replay.
Sorry, Phil, I was watching the referee's reaction there. So they did just call it top of the arc and not a penalty kick. Still a dangerous position here now. Let's see what the Raptors have. And we have a review. A challenge flag has been thrown there by Coach Kurt Lewis. And I would imagine he's going to be challenging whether it was a PK or not. Let's see, we'll get the final confirmation from the referee.
Well, you can't blame him for
absolutely
trying it. You know, he's up 4-1, and they probably were not favored to win in this end, but they have played so well.
You know, you would
half.
think not. They had to fight to get in. They're 7-3, so we'll get a little confirmation here.
Earlier today, it was the Chihuahua Savage 2 defeating Wichita 4-2 on 9 consecutive goals.
Yeah, so they're challenging this play for a possible blue card and a shootout because it was an attacking situation. And from the replay, it's awful close to that penalty box. Let's see if he's in or out, and it's awful close to an attacking opportunity here. So once again, it has to be clear and obvious. There, he's inside and he's taken down. I think this might be a blue card and a shootout.
Angelo Quindo was the one involved in that collision.
That could actually maybe a penalty kick, to be honest with you, because he is right in there. And you'll see he falls in, but where is the contact? And that's it's not where you fall, it's where contact was made.
They're looking at it. Something you don't see normally in M2 soccer. Although every once in a while you can do it, but not as extensive as
If we
this.
can slow it down. So he is, I think he might be in. Yep, it's a blue card.
So a big PK coming up, and this could be a big moment for both teams.
So the video challenge was successful. Congrats to Coach
Lewis.
Kurt Lewis. Once again, it's the first time it's been used in M2, so it's new for everybody.
And he gets his red flag back. So Fredo Chavez back there.
Yeah, it's a penalty kick. Yeah, this isn't a shootout, it's a penalty kick because the foul occurred in the box.
See, Bobby Horowitz will be the one taking against Fredo Chavez.
So we have 5 players on. We need to have 4 because it's a power play situation if he misses it. 5-on-4 opportunity right now for the Raptors.
Treviso goes off.
This is asking an awful lot from Fredo because look how distance that distance is very close, Phil. Expect a rifle, usually high.
Here's Horowitz.
And he misses. Now we have a penalty or a power play in favor of the Raptors. They go right into it.
See if they can catch the Bombers off guard.
And a quick change for their power play crew. He won't be happy with that penalty. He missed the whole goal.
Down to the right side. New player in for the Bombers, new player from Panama. That's going to be Sirio Araz. So he's being called on. First time he's played all year for the Bombers. Coming in for the injured Abel Olivas. And the ball's kicked out of bounds.
So we've got 1:43 to go in the second period, and we've got 1:26 in the penalty. So if they can kill this, it'll give Amarillo a little bit of momentum and go in the locker room, which as a coach, I preach all the time. You want to go with something positive in that halftime to get ready for a third period, especially if you're down. So you don't want to give up a goal here.
Couple of headers. Valenzuela will track it down. Gets it off to the right side. Tries to kick it off the boards. But there are the Raptors ready to go. Capturing Jake Johnson with the ball. He'll send it in. Up to the middle. Back to the left side. Here's the kick. Karam's off the board. Nobody there. Goes back outside the line. Sade kicks it down to the left side. Karam's off the board once again. Big collision between Aruz and the other player. And then we got a collision against the board.
He's lucky to get a blue card for boarding there and to go 5-on-3. You got to be careful. I believe you call him Chavez, don't you? You got to be careful, Chavez. Is that a Young Guns reference there, Phil?
I like it. I like it. Even though we're old guns, young guns are good. There's a big kick, and that one goes up to the upper rafters of Mesquite Arena. Mesquite over in east part of Dallas.
Yeah, it's a really historic Mesquite Rodeo Arena. The rodeo has been here for decades. It's home of the Mesquite Outlaws, and just a really I saw Smokey Robinson in concert here, buddy, a couple years ago.
And he's older than you and I.
Yes, he is, but I'm telling you something, he's still got some pipes.
Smooth voice.
Smooth as silk.
The tears of a clown. Well, right now, the only tears are being shed by the Amarillo Bombers. Are down 4-1. There's a shot to the left side. Trying to go inside. Hits hard. Left of the goal. Cleared away by the Bombers, but goes out of bounds.
15 seconds ago in this penalty. They've got to be careful when he comes out of the box here because it may be an opportunity to get a goal. So both teams should be aware, but it is top of the arc. Dangerous set piece again.
Just 4 defenders, 3. Got one off to the right side. Here's a shot, cleared away, and
Nice.
the Bombers will get it cleared, and that's a good knock away.
Yeah, we have 10 seconds. Here we go.
Back the other way. Last chance on the power play. There's a shot to the
Now
left
catch
side.
him. Now
Nice
catch him if
stop.
you can. Catch it if you can.
17 seconds. Here comes Herrera back out, rushing down to help out his teammates, and ball cleared away and out of bounds.
So 7 seconds ago in this period, if the Bulldogs can go into this 4-1, I think a little bit of momentum because of killing that penalty. So you got to find the positives here, especially going into halftime to build on it for the second half because they have been outplayed the second period especially.
A whistle right at the buzzer, and that's going to be the end of the half. Well, right now the Iowa Raptors, thanks to a couple of goals, lead it by a score of 4-2. So that's what we've got going on. A couple of goals from Jonah Dancer and one from Ramos and Rojas after the Bombers got off to a goal, 1-goal lead 34 seconds into the ball game. But since that time, it's been dominated by the Iowa Raptors. Off behalf of Eddie, Phil Worrell saying it is halftime, and we'll be right back after the half.
Clínica Juventud tiene para ti los paquetes de salud a tiempo esenciales, con cobertura en laboratorio, imagenología, consultas médicas y descuentos especiales, con planes individuales y familiares para proteger a nuestros seres queridos, desde 199 pesos al mes. Visítanos en Plaza Juventud, frente a DRW.
Buy from family. Double your tax return up to $3,000.
Buyfromfamily.com.
Wouldn't you rather buy from family?
Buyfromfamily.com.
Hi, I'm Dennis Sanders, owner of Family Mitsubishi, and it's tax time. I'd like for you to come out so we can double your tax return and send you home in one of our 150 newer used vehicles.
Hey, no matter your credit, I get you approved over here at Family. Plus, we're going to double your tax return up to $3,000.
Come see us at the all-new Family Mitsubishi at Kellogg and the Turnpike. And remember, we service all makes and models.
Wouldn't you rather buy from family?
Buyfromfamily.com.
Clínica Juventud tiene para ti los paquetes de salud a tiempo esenciales, con cobertura en laboratorio, imagenología, consultas médicas y descuentos especiales, con planes individuales y familiares para proteger a nuestros seres queridos, desde 199 pesos al mes. Visítanos en Plaza Juventud, frente a DRW.
Buy from family. Double your tax return up to $3,000.
Buyfromfamily.com.
Wouldn't you rather buy from family?
Buyfromfamily.com.
Hi, I'm Dennis Sanders, owner of Family Mitsubishi, and it's tax time. I'd like for you to come out so we can double your tax return and send you home in one of our 150 newer used vehicles.
Hey, no matter your credit, I get you approved over here at Family. Plus, we're going to double your tax return up to $3,000.
Come see us at the all-new Family Mitsubishi at Kellogg and the Turnpike. And remember, we service all makes and models.
Wouldn't you rather buy from family?
Buyfromfamily.com.
Clínica Juventud tiene para ti los paquetes de salud a tiempo esenciales, con cobertura en laboratorio, imagenología, consultas médicas y descuentos especiales, con planes individuales y familiares para proteger a nuestros seres queridos, desde 199 pesos al mes. Visítanos en Plaza Juventud, frente a DRW.
Buy from family. Double your tax return up to $3,000.
Buyfromfamily.com.
Wouldn't you rather buy from family?
Buyfromfamily.com.
Hi, I'm Dennis Sanders, owner of Family Mitsubishi, and it's tax time. I'd like for you to come out so we can double your tax return and send you home in one of our 150 newer used vehicles.
Hey, no matter your credit, I get you approved over here at Family. Plus, we're going to double your tax return up to $3,000.
Come see us at the all-new Family Mitsubishi at Kellogg and the Turnpike. And remember, we service all makes and models.
Wouldn't you rather buy from family?
Buyfromfamily.com.
Clínica Juventud tiene para ti los paquetes de salud a tiempo esenciales, con cobertura en laboratorio, imagenología, consultas médicas y descuentos especiales, con planes individuales y familiares para proteger a nuestros seres queridos, desde 199 pesos al mes. Visítanos en Plaza Juventud, frente a DRW.
Buy from family. Double your tax return up to $3,000.
Buyfromfamily.com.
Wouldn't you rather buy from family?
Buyfromfamily.com.
Hi, I'm Dennis Sanders, owner of Family Mitsubishi, and it's tax time. I'd like for you to come out so we can double your tax return and send you home in one of our 150 newer used vehicles.
Hey, no matter your credit, I get you approved over here at Family. Plus, we're going to double your tax return up to $3,000.
Come see us at the all-new Family Mitsubishi at Kellogg and the Turnpike. And remember, we service all makes and models.
Wouldn't you rather buy from family?
Buyfromfamily.com.
Clínica Juventud tiene para ti los paquetes de salud a tiempo esenciales, con cobertura en laboratorio, imagenología, consultas médicas y descuentos especiales, con planes individuales y familiares para proteger a nuestros seres queridos, desde 199 pesos al mes. Visítanos en Plaza Juventud, frente a DRW.
Play one more video.
Buy from family. Double your tax return up to $3,000.
Buyfromfamily.com.
Mesquite Arena in Mesquite. Second half about to start. Phil Woodall and our good friend Eddie
Pushkarich.
Yeah, see
we'll
that.
get it down soon enough,
Yeah,
buddy.
I got it.
Actually, you know, the proper pronunciation in Eastern European is Pushkarich.
I like
so
that better. Pushkarich.
The American version is Pushkarich. So whatever you want.
I like
Eddie P. Whatever.
Pookie. Pookie. Anyway, well, you come out here, you're down 4-1, thinking you ought to be playing better. You're going to have to get very aggressive in the first few minutes.
From the whistle. And I think it starts with our MVP candidate, Mr. Reyes over here. He's got to get his touches in. He's got 2 different colored shoes on, so it should be easy to spot. And I'm not sure why guys do that. But
see, that's why the color commentator is important. He's able to tell you the color of the shoes. That's all right, here we go. The Bombers down 4-1 to very excellent play by the Iowa Raptors in the first half of action. That ball, the goalkeeper is out of the
watch
crease.
out for the double here.
Yep. Ball comes loose.
And right away, you have Reyes gets a couple touches, and I think that's what they need in the first 15 seconds here.
Vitor Patriani.
But look at the press. Look at the press. They get a 3-on-2.
And here they come. Knocked away and got to clear it. And they do. Send it downfield to Treviso. Treviso.
Oh, what a ball.
Yep.
Oh.
To Reyes. There he is. They just couldn't carry it. Nice
That's
stop.
the guy you wanted to have the ball in that situation right there. He just couldn't get the ball off his feet there.
Give credit to Patricic.
2 chances, too, from Reyes, unfortunately. But Amarillo's flying. They came out buzzing. I think Coach Webb had something to say at halftime.
You think? Yeah, I bet he had a little conversation with him. Here come the Raptors. Again, they're on the attack. Got a whistle.
I will say, Phil, this next goal is huge. If Amarillo gets it, they've got a confidence builder back in the game. If Iowa gets it, could be difficult. You've seen a replay here. Just left his feet, and he did take him down. I believe that was Chavez again.
Ball cleared away and out of bounds.
Also by Chavez. He's active. I like him. He's a good player. He's around the ball quite well. Some players the ball seems to find, and he's had a lot of touches in this game.
Talking about number 18?
Yes, sir.
Avidres.
Avidres. I call him Chavez.
Well, that's close. We just call him Kevy.
Kevy.
Yeah.
I apologize to his family for mispronouncing his name.
Hey, if that's the worst thing we've ever done in our lives, it'd be
But I do
okay.
like him. I'm pronouncing his name wrong for the right reasons, though.
Oh, yeah. It's a good one. And there's a little collision between Valenzuela, Iowa attacker, and there's the ball taken away. And, boy, that was a good shot. A header again by the Raptors.
Wow.
And a little floater over Chavez's head. And you are right, 5-1. And that goal is going to be credited to
Aquendo.
Angelo Oquindo.
Oquindo, he gets, as you'll see the replay, he's in good position. The ball comes to him. He hits the ball on the ground, and it gets a little wings, and it jumps over Fredo.
So 1:31 into the third period, and Iowa has increased their lead. They now have scored 5 in a row.
Yeah. That's
excuse me, I missed one somewhere.
Goals can come in streaks, as we've seen before. We saw in the first game with Chihuahua, he scored, I think, 8 goals in a row, 9 goals in a row.
Yeah, they've scored 5 in a row, and now the Bombers on the attack. Something they've had no problem in scoring goals. Here's the Panamanian player, Ross. Back it goes to Jorge Gonzalez. Gonzalez sends it down into the right corner. Goulbourne back to Ross. Sends it outside, back to the line. This is Rich Herrera. To the yellow line, back to Herrera. To Ross. Ross trying to make a move inside. Gets push out to Goulbourne. Goulbourne back to Herrera. Herrera to the right side.
Yeah, Goulbourne's got to find the ball more as well, too. A little bit more active if he can.
Well, he has planted himself inside the circle many a time this year and been able to pick up some big goals. Ball out to Herrera. Herrera to Gonzalez. Right now, Raptors just playing some very tough defense in their own zone. Here comes Chavez. Gets it up ahead to Ross. Down in the corner to Goldie. Petrecic will clear it out. Kept in by Gonzalez. Back to Herrera.
I've also been impressed with Petrecic. He's a solid keeper. He makes good decisions.
Not anything real spectacular with him, just steady.
Yeah, and consistent. And he's got defenders in front of him like that who are just blocking shots like crazy. So it's a really good team performance right now for the Iowa Raptors from Cedar Hill, Iowa.
Down in the corner, Gonzalez has it knocked away.
Here we go. We got a breakaway for Kelly.
Kelly on the move against Chavez. Can Chavez get to the deal?
No. What a
Kelly.
quality finish.
And it
Pat
is all
Kelly.
of a sudden 6-1.
Yeah, Pat Kelly. First of all, he takes the ball, he picks his head up, comes across the defender Machado, and as Federer goes down, he dinks it over him. You'll see again in the replay. Comes across the defender, so we can't foul him there, and just dinks it over Fredo. And that was a quality goal here. I'm impressed with that young man as well, too. That makes it 6-1, 11:32 to go, Phil, in the third period.
And Fredo had no help back there as the defense didn't get back in time. Here's Vitor Patriani. And now it's desperation time for the Amarillo Bombers. Down low to Reyes. Off the boards. Down on the corner.
Should be a foul, a dangerous area here. They just got to get their feet right now. Got to relax a little bit. Got to keep believing, keep working hard. See if Reyes can find the back of the net here and get himself going.
Shot off the boards, and there's that goal.
There wasn't a lot of thought to that set piece in dangerous area. 2 guys who are outside the yellow line. And you got to have more thought involved, and they get bodies moving around in front of Petrecic and create an opportunity.
Comes Orozco. Back the other way to Patriani. And this goes up over our heads and back behind us. Patriani puts it down on the carpet. Gets it over to Valenzuela. There's Reyes again with the ball, but they're stuck on him like glue.
3-on-2, another odd number break.
And here's from the right side, and a nice tackle made over there on the block of a shot. Here come the Bombers the other way.
Oh, that was a bad foul. He's lucky he didn't catch him there.
Back the other way, a nice poke away by Valenzuela. Patriana down in the corner, and we got a whistle.
We got to be careful now with Amarillo being frustrated right now. You got to stay disciplined, take your chances when you have them, stay organized. Got to believe it's a lot of time left. It's a 5-goal lead. It's indoor. It's 10 and a half to go. Wow.
And there's a shot right in front, and that was pretty doggone easy.
Yeah, and our man Jonah Dancer, I believe it's his 3rd goal. That came off a set piece. The difference in set pieces right now is he's unmarked at the top of the box and just lays one home. I think Amarillo got caught just not organized on a set piece there.
7-1 is now the score. 7 consecutive goals. Dancer with his 3rd, and that one came just about 56 seconds later after the other goal. Here come the Raptors. They've got some confidence. They'll send it down into the zone.
They really do.
Here's Alvidrez. Clears it to the middle. Raptors really on the attack right now. Another great shot that time taken by Rukakisa, excuse me.
There goes the big man. Give it to him, and hit it if you can.
Goal
well
one.
read.
Yep, cleared away again by the Raptors. They just look quicker right now. They are really on a roll.
And they look very, very fit.
And there's a lot of protestations over on the Bomber bench.
Yeah, it was a foul. Amarillo didn't like it. It happened right in front of the bench. You see on the replay, he goes across his body. God's getting into a little bit here. Hopefully the cooler heads will prevail. A little bit extracurricular, but it's just good hard play. You know, no malice involved. Referees did a good job of keeping teams separated, relaxing for a while.
You know, Wozniak will go to the bench to cool down those hot tempers.
Frustration can be a very wicked tool if it's not handled properly. And right now, Amarillo is a bit frustrated.
And the Raptors are taking advantage of it.
Yeah, don't forget they're number one seeded today, you know, so they've got a lot to prove. Pride becomes a factor as well, too. They've got to keep playing it. A lot of time left, down by 6 goals. Still a lot of time left.
Scored 34 seconds into the game. Haven't touched anything since. Here comes Reyes. And out is the goalkeeper. Sends it up ahead. Getting it down. Ball comes loose. Herrera. And over to Chavez. And Chavez will kick it away.
2-on-1. 2-on-1. Here you go.
Good chance this time for Julio Molina. And this time off the windows to the right. Back outside to Jorge Gonzalez. Gonzalez, shot taken in the hip.
You got to sacrifice your body for your team, and he did just that.
Herrera.
That hurts a little bit. That was Orozco.
There's a shot, and the ball does go in, but a whistle prior to that.
Yeah, it was a good shot, but you're right. There was a whistle prior to that for a foul, but Amarillo's creating some chances. They just can't get Reyes. See the foul there? They just come right to – what a good finish, though, but they just can't get Reyes on target today, and he's so vital to this team.
That ball will go out of bounds.
Just a little readjust of the rangefinder here, and he'll be a factor.
Well, Bombers wanted to come out. 3 goals were scored. If they score 3 goals themselves, they're tied. As it is, they're down by 6, thanks to the great play of the Iowa Raptors, and give them credit.
And we have to remind everybody again as well, too, that Amarillo scored 146 goals. That doesn't happen by accident. That's in 12 games. 10-2 record. First in the division. Number 1 seed in the semifinals here. So don't go away yet.
Shot into the attack zone. Back outside it goes to Dancer. 3 goals today.
I can read all those stats, and you know who doesn't care? The Raptors.
You bet.
And they're just coming to play, and they look really good, motivated. They're a team. They're possessed. They keep firing away. They're attacking. The best defense is another attack.
Here's a Goldborn.
And they press again. Salvi press again.
Yep.
And they win the ball.
That time, nice move that time by the new player, Arras. Oh, we got a little pushing and shoving going on. Treviso and Arras.
Referees may have a challenge on their hand, keeping this game in control here as it goes on. We have 8:11 to go. We'll have a media timeout, which might be good timing for these teams to relax a little bit. And
ball comes loose and kicked out of bounds.
Yep, top of the arc.
8:05 to play here in the third. 7-1 Raptors on top, trying to get to the championship match against the Chihuahua Savage 2.
And I'm sure somewhere in this building, the Chihuahua staff is watching this game very closely, and maybe some of the players as well, too.
Jorge Gonzalez to the left side.
Good save again.
Boy, I tell you, that was a good, very spectacular save there.
And a hold. A save, but no rebounds, which is so, so vital.
Oh, almost scoring again on a hot shot from the left side. taken that time by Godbolt.
I tell you what, he's just got a wicked release, doesn't he? So
Yeah, he does.
quick. Just turns and just rifles it. He was almost on frame.
Here comes Treviso looking for Patriani. Circles around, resets. Tried to get it in there. Blocked away nicely again by the Raptors, Rojas. Whistle called. Free kick coming up for the Bombers. Hit it over to Fredo Chavez, and Chavez, not a very good. That was not a Fredo Chavez kick.
And we've got a media timeout, I think, right in the right time to kind of get this temperature of this game a little bit lowered, because it's getting a little bit heated right now, and Amarillo's frustration level has got to be maintained and funneled into a positive direction, Phil. That's what Coach Chad Webb's got a challenge in front of him right now.
And Eddie, the Raptors got into the playoffs. They had to go on the road for the last 2 games of the year.
Impressive.
At Rochester. They win the first game 5-4. They lost the second game, but all they needed was 1 point, and they got that the first night. So a lot of credit.
An experience like that builds a team bonding. You'll notice the 2 teams right now. You've got the entire team for the Raptors is on the field, all huddled close together, all talking. You've got half the guys from the Bombers that are on the bench, half on the field. Not everybody's involved. A bit dejected. You can look at the body language. It carries a lot of weight sometimes.
Yeah, I'm looking over there, and it's a team that looks like it's getting beat, and they are.
A bit disheveled, I think is what I'm looking for right now. A leader needs to step up. A candidate like Reyes needs to step up here, I think, and really set the tone here. And okay, guys, here we go.
Well, ball will be kicked by the Raptors.
You know, we talked earlier in the first game, you know, a good team is like a fine recipe. You've got to have a mix of everything. And you need some leaders, you need some experience, you need some young guns and some rookies and some fire. And need some leadership right now for the Amarillo team.
Bombers on the attack. They get it downfield, trying to get to it as Reyes. Kicked out of bounds by the Raptors. Oh, and coming up a little lame, and I think it's Reyes, isn't it?
Yeah,
nope,
it sure is. I think he landed on his ankle awkwardly. Him and Kelly were just no intent, but he's still ginger on it right now. Let's hope he's okay.
So Vitor.
It's his white shoe, not his black shoe.
That always hurts worse, that right foot, that's for sure. Here's a kick downfield, and that one
I tell you what, he
over.
almost caught him. He almost caught Fredo out.
Fredo has been burned about twice this year at home on that, and I know exactly what you're talking about. And he's actually, I think, lost a little weight from last year. Trimmed down a little bit. So here we go again. Chavez gets it over to Herrera. Herrera back to Chavez. Got to find a way to at least get a couple of goals.
And
here
the press,
before.
and the press, and the press leads to a goal.
Oh, and the jumping jack. Oh, my goodness. I don't know what was more impressive, the goal or the jumping jack.
Well, I tell you what.
Ruka
Kisa, you'll see in a replay, it's a good press, and good things happen when you press like that, but most important thing about that was the celebration. Wow, that's going to be 8-1, and that's a vital goal. And you can tell by the whole team how they celebrated what it means to them. They're a team that is very united right now, Phil, and it shows in their play.
Oh, we had 9 straight goals scored by Chihuahua Savage on the game. Now it's 8 straight in this one. And the Raptors trying to make that championship match. Here's Goulburn out on the right side. Karam's off the wall. Nice header out on a defensive play that time by the Raptors. Back outside, Valenzuela. He'll attack inside. Here's Vitor's shot. Knocked away and blocked away by the Raptors. Nice
That's going to be a blue
time.
card there, too.
Yep, it is.
Yeah, that's an easy one. That's an easy one because Valenzuela just got caught.
Kevin Alvidrez.
Oh, I'm sorry, Alvidrez, not Valenzuela.
So Kevin will have a seat for a couple of minutes, and 2-minute penalty, and this probably is the most important penalty kill.
You'll see in a replay here, he was just slow to react to it in time. it came off a shot, and he gets to it first, and he was just too late, too late, too slow, and it is a blue card. He is up, though. I'm glad to see him up. That is number 10. Yeah, Jake Johnson is up. So
right now the Raptors are in control of this one, leading 4-1 at the half, and come out with 4 goals in this third quarter. I think they like the weather of Texas.
Yeah, they may like it down here. I like their unity right now. Their team really shows unity, and you know, it's a team sport, and one team, one goal, and they're really playing well. I'm very impressed with this team.
Well, you know, they do come from the state that's got the Field of Dreams.
Absolutely.
And they've got a Field of Dreams right now, hoping for a championship in him too.
You keep scoring goals, and we'll build it, and he will come.
Pat Kelly with a ball. He had a goal earlier that was pretty impressive. Outside.
They don't have to score here. A little bit of patience here to see what opens up, because I expect Amarillo to come out a little bit.
It's Bobby Horowitz. He missed a PK earlier, and there's a shot taken, and that goes in, and that one.
Wow, I tell you what, I think everybody feels bad for Valenzuela, because he took one right in the midsection. You'll see, and he's trying to catch his breath, and it gets right between the players there, and let's hope he's okay right now. But ow,
Dancer's 4th goal of the game comes with 5:41 to go, a minute exactly after the last goal. Power play goal, and number 4 of the game for Dancer, and it is 9-1. And as they say, it's getting ugly.
Yeah, and actually it's 10-1 now.
Oh, 10-1. Did I miss it?
I think the breath got knocked out of him there.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he'll be okay. So, but he does a good job blocking it. But what a laser beam! Some of these guys can really hit a ball, buddy. And he's up on his feet. He'll be okay. Get his breath back.
I guess I missed a goal somewhere. I forgot to write it down. So,
well, there's been a lot of them, buddy.
Yeah, there have been, and so the 10 in a row beats the 9 in a row by Chihuahua in the first game.
Wow, this is shaping up to be a good final tomorrow. Two teams that are scoring goals like crazy with Chihuahua and the Raptors here right now. So.
Well, the Bombers have been in the playoffs before, but they haven't had much success. And they were looking forward to big success here. Chavez, get it downfield, on the run.
They're just being outworked, Phil. They're just being outworked. It's just that simple. And there's no magic formula to it. They're just outworked.
Here's a takedown against Vitor, and the ball taken away by the Raptors once again. They're just being physical right now. Oh, that came close to, could have been maybe a little shiver with the arm.
Careful.
Treviso not happy. Not too many people in the Bombers are happy right now. Vitor, brilliant Brazilian, knocks it out of bounds.
Ricky Orozco is going to get his shift's worth. Let me tell you, he's going to. I'm impressed with their fitness. They have nonstop pressing from the opening whistle. They have pressed nonstop. They've created their chances. They've taken advantage of their chances. They track back as a team. They celebrate as a team. Hats off right now to the Iowa Raptors. Very, very impressive with this organization.
6-pack of goals here in this third quarter.
Wow. A lot of time left too, buddy. It's 4:56 left.
Goes down in the corner. And some of the goals against the Bombers have been pretty much chippers in this quarter. There's a chest. Back the other way.
But the ball moves so quick, it just prevents you from, mistake. 2-on-2.
Here comes Treviso. Treviso sends it inside. Another nice stop. Not a spectacular stop, but another nice stop.
But again, 2-on-2, and Ronaldo Reyes just sprints back to help out as much as he possibly can. Just put a little pressure. Those little things that aren't in the stat sheet, but that means so much. Just pressure from behind, so a guy who's shooting the ball thinks, I've got something else to worry about.
Chavez to Vitor to Arus. Back the other way, headed the other way by the Raptors. And this one will go out of bounds off the foot of Jesus Ramos. 3:59 to go in the third. Bombers down 10-1. I think their lowest goals was that loss at Wichita, 7-5. They scored in double digits many times. They even scored 21 in a game. Here comes Vitor.
Very,
Back to Reyes.
I was going to say, a very nice goal.
Centered it
Couldn't
to
quite
Vitor
get
from
to it,
Reyes,
yeah.
didn't he?
Yeah, he couldn't quite get to it.
Aros.
I mean, we have to point, the Lancers have I'm sorry, the Raptors have a 7-3, one loss with 2 overtime victories, and they've only scored 82 goals for. They have 10 goals today.
Done well.
Yeah, they're peaking at the right time. That's what championship teams do.
It's like a basketball tournament. Whoever's
Absolutely.
the hottest, there is no number one seed
there is
in
no
the
number
Final
one
Four.
seed. Boy, if you would have seen my bracket, you would have felt bad for me.
I had all of them in there. Florida, yeah, right, I did.
Yeah.
There's
Another
a shot,
save.
goes wide.
There we go again, Kelly.
Kelly against Valenzuela. Kelly down the right side. Karam's off the wall. Chavez with a save. Puts it off to the right side to Ross.
Kelly's slow and getting up right now as well too. And now similar to the Chihuahua game, you have to be smart now with your attacks. You've got a final tomorrow. Do you really?
And again,
do you really want to go all out and take guys on and put yourself in positions where you may get tackles and contacts? You got to be smart. I love the enthusiasm.
Think you'll see a change in goal at the start of the fourth?
I would.
Okay.
I would.
I like it.
I would change a goal on both teams sort of the fourth. Hockey does really well at changing goalkeepers after a couple of goals just to change the momentum of a team. Indoor soccer doesn't do it very often.
Well, Luis Perez is the backup for
what a goal.
Iowa, and a goal.
Wow, off a set piece. There's no rewinding that one. That is just an absolute laser beam.
Goal scored by Jorge Gonzalez.
Yeah, you'll see in a replay here, he just lasers this and finally breaks that goal drought to make it 10-2. That was a frustration-laden strike right there.
Comes at the 2:03 mark, and it's 10-2. Raptors on top. Here come the Raptors back the other way. Take away. Back into the legs of the Raptors. And this time, high ball going. Oh, what a flip in the air that time by Kevin Machado. Machado being very aggressive this one.
Little frustrated. They always seem to call the second foul. It's like the retaliation. It doesn't change.
And Oquendo that time battling each other. And we're getting
a little chippy here, guys. Referee's going to be challenged to keep this game under control.
Goulbourne sends it down low. Back outside it goes to the Bombers. Trying to make a move, but cleared away by the Raptors. Goulbourne being very aggressive this time, and he'll be called for the knockdown of Oquendo.
Yeah, you're going to have that call from behind all the time. You can't go through a player. You have to go around him, even as big as he is.
Here come the Raptors. Nice little send in that time down the left side. Now they'll go out, and now it's kicked out of bounds again. Colby Bolt back there along with Angelo Oquendo. 1:22 left here in the third, 10-2 Iowa.
Watch the shot again.
There's a kick from the right side, goes wide. Cleared away by the Bombers.
2-on-2.
Jorge Gonzalez makes a move, nice tackle move. Back to Treviso, and he's knocked down.
Dangerous position, Goldie on the backside for, referee. I think he should let that one go. They were ready to play. Iowa was not. You have to give them a chance to let that one go.
So this time they'll set up Goulbourne to the left.
again, though, what are they trying to do here? I'm trying to figure out what's the plan of attack here.
Got 2 down low, this time to the right side. Ball kicked in, looking for a rebound. Nothing there. Nice headed away and nice clear away by the Raptors, but a takeaway by Treviso. Back it goes to Alvidrez, and Alvidrez gets knocked down.
Yep. I think that was coming. Persistent fouling is going to lead to a blue card. And that time the guilty party is going to be Rukakiza.
But
cool
again,
name.
good
cool
sportsmanship.
Name. Yep, but 2 minutes in the box for Mr. Rukakiza.
So he will have a seat in a power play situation for the Bombers with 49 seconds. Obviously, must goal for the Bombers.
Again, the forever optimist that I am, they can pull one back here. It'll be a 7-goal deficit. You know, you're always in it as long as you keep scoring goals.
Vitor back to Jorge Gonzalez to the right side. Goes to Molina. Back to Vitor Patriani.
The ball's got to move quicker. Good passes.
There's a shot inside, headed away by the Raptors. Patriani will track it down. It'll hit the scoreboard.
See that one there? Go and play the ball back to Fredo and keep possession and keep the ball. Now you have the Raptors with only 19 seconds to go. If they're smart, can probably try and kill us off. Maybe hit the ball into the corner, press down low, and try and work this last 19 seconds off.
And they'll still have the power play into the fourth quarter, and long shot caught by Fredo Chavez. Back to Patriani. Patriani will send it up ahead to Reyes. Back to Patriani, to Jorge Gonzalez. Gonzalez to the right side, off
foul.
The boards.
Yeah.
Another whistle.
So you've got no time on the clock. I'm curious what we're going to allow here.
Well, the Raptors are pointing to the clock. Guess we'll come over and check what the actual clock being kept.
I believe
on
the
side.
third period's over.
Eddie will try to figure out what's going on with this good officiating crew.
Yep, that's what I thought. Quarter has expired. It's the right call. And we go into the fourth period with the Raptors winning 10-2, Phil. So there's a minute 12 left on this power play. And if Amarillo has any hope at all, they've got to get this one in the back of the net.
Well, and the Raptors came out with a vengeance in that third quarter of action. Oquendo scoring with 13:29 to go to make it 5-1. Kelly had a little chip shot over Chavez with 11:32 to go to make it 6-1. Dancer with his third goal at the 10:28 mark made it 7-1. Then Rukakiza at 6:41 made it 8-1. Then I missed a goal at 9. Dancer scored another one at 10-1, 5:41. Tozier, I was half asleep, I guess.
There's a lot of goals there, buddy.
Yeah, a lot of goals. 10-2 is our score. And right now, you would think the Iowa Raptors will be playing tomorrow for the M2 championship against the Chihuahua Savage 2. And that'll, of course, be right here on YouTube channel of MASL-2.
That should be a good game, and I'm sad to announce I will not be here tomorrow, but Dev Reeves, who's the color analyst for the Mesquite Outlaws, a good friend of mine, will be here, and he's...
Dev Reeves?
Dev Reeves.
At least I can pronounce it.
Yeah, exactly.
D-E-V is in Victor?
D-E-V is in Victor, yes,
okay.
sir. So,
right.
and Dev's got a lot of experience, ex-professional player as well, too. You'll like him a lot, Phil.
Oh, well, I've enjoyed being with you.
He'll probably give you more education than I did today.
Oh,
so.
yeah. To be honest with you, I've really enjoyed working with you because you know the game well. You have added stuff that I would know to talk about. The set piece, you know, sometimes I know the back heel pass and the header. I call it a chester off your chest. Probably shouldn't do that, but, you know, it's fun to do, and main thing. And we do have goalie situation. Let's see. Looks like Perez was warming up with the starter. No?
Yeah, so no changes. Both keepers are still. I thought both teams would make a change, but I was wrong.
Yep. Well, Casey Baker is the backup guy for Fredo Chavez. And Casey doesn't get to play a lot because of Fredo's good play, although today he has just been they have attacked him all day, and I bet you, I can't get the scores up on the website, but I know, I think every game this year, the Bombers outshot the other team. This one, I guarantee it's been the other way around.
Well, they've got 24 more goals than any other team in the MASSL2, so they got firepower.
Mm-hmm.
They just have a chance to get it on target. They haven't had any good lucky bounces. Reyes has got some chances, but he's not been a factor. He's standing around an awful lot. I don't know if he's in or not, but he's not as mobile as I would expect him to be. We got 40 seconds left in this power play.
Again, nice clear out again by the Raptors.
And it's 2-on-1, and they've got now it's 2-on-2, and now it's the other way if they hurry.
And they'll kick it downfield. Keeping it around is Patriani. Vitor sends it out to the right side, leaves it for Jorge Gonzalez. They'll try again, 20 seconds on the power play. Here's Vitor.
Yeah, shoot the ball.
Well, Vitor's just being harassed. He's usually a prolific scorer, and there's a great stop by the goalkeeper, Petricic, again.
But there's a team that makes your own luck. Good save by Petricic. Ball bounces off the defender and goes right to Petricic's hands, and now we're back at even strength.
13:39 to go. 10-2, the Raptors over the Bombers. Here comes Miguel Reyes again. Reyes will send it down
Good
low.
read.
Kick out. Ball comes loose.
That was a great read by Petricic. I'm impressed with him as well, too. He's been a very good goalkeeper. Made some good decisions. He made no mistakes. Some big saves. He's very consistent.
And Reyes collides. And he'll send it down. Off the
that
chest
was
of
unlucky.
Treviso. Yeah. Treviso looking for some help. Cleared away by Jake Johnson. Here comes Johnson. Leaves it back. Get it out to Petricic. Almost taken away by the Bombers. But again, here come the Raptors again.
Good
kick
press.
away. Aros trying to get through. He's knocked down.
Call the original foul, but good press there by the Bombers. There's no quitting them at all, Phil, which I'm happy to see. 12:46 to go. You got to still believe. I mean, I've seen crazy things happen. It is indoor. Goals come in bunches.
Cyril Aras, he was impressed. Being from Panama, that I knew who Rod Carew was.
One of the best hitters of all time.
And Mariano Rivera.
Yeah.
So a couple of goodies. A couple of deserving Hall of Famers, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
Chavez will bring it up. Nice kick, long, and stays just off the window. Goulbourne bounces off the window again, trying to get it.
And another double.
Yep.
Another double there by the Raptors. And then a double in return from Amarillo.
Goulbourne with the ball. Gets it back to the middle to Gonzalez. Goulbourne again this time gets knocked down.
Yeah, dangerous area here. I think at some point you got to think about pulling your goalkeeper and see what you're going to do with the sixth attacker. I'm not quite sure what time.
Explain the sixth attacker to everyone. I mean, obviously we kind of see it anyway, but what can they do and what can they not do?
So the sixth attacker lets you play an extra field player. He's going to have a goalkeeper jersey on, obviously, but it allows you to put more pressure by just playing 6 against 5 as opposed to the keeper being in the goal. So he goes back and he retreats in the goal defensively, but when they get the ball, he attacks, hence the sixth attacker mentality, and the shirt will be sixth attacker. And on cue, they are having a goalkeeper change. Petricic is out, and he's done a really, really good game. And
Luis Perez will check in,
yes,
number 18, wearing the red jersey. Here comes Goulbourne back the other way, gets to the middle to Jorge Gonzalez. Gonzalez down to Goulbourne. Goulbourne.
New keeper, you want to test him right away.
Yep.
Oh, that would have been a highlight film.
Almost a scissor kick that time.
Yeah, anytime you see a new keeper, first thing you want to do is test him. You want to check his nerves and stuff like that. I'm looking over at the bench for Amarillo. I do not see anybody anywhere near shape or form getting ready for sixth attacker. So I don't know if Coach Chad wants to wait a little bit longer. But you got 12 minutes to go. Why not?
Their ball comes
Careful.
loose. And a goal again. And it's that man again, Rojas.
And Rojas, right spot at the right time. You'll see in the replay here, the ball finds him. And again, he goes high. They beaten Fredo high. And that makes it 11-2.
Second goal of the day for Rojas.
But sorry to be a broken record, but the balls are bouncing properly right now for the Raptors, and their work rate has paid off, and you make your own luck.
Well, they did it with a big 6-goal third quarter that just put everything out of control. Here we go again. Valenzuela gets knocked off the ball. Still
Good double.
on the
Good
attack
double.
is Adebayo. Back the other way. Oop. And Adebayo is writhing in some pain right now.
Yeah, that was a foul. That was the right call. Reyes and him got tangled up, but let's make sure he's okay.
Yeah.
But they did get tangled up.
Ayo Adebayo.
Love that name, by the way.
Yeah, I do too. Sounds like
make
I'll
sure.
be a basketball player.
Let's
There
see
a
if
Bam
he's
Adebayo
okay.
playing for the Heat.
He might be cramping now as well,
Yeah.
too.
Well, you know, it's cold back in Iowa, but it's a little warmer down here. You're susceptible to those leg cramps.
We got a bench warning now to the Raptors bench for some kind words to the referee.
Here comes Reyes down the middle, tried to center it, not there. Back to Vitor Patriani on the left side. Patriani trying to put on some nice moves, and the Brazilian back over to Valenzuela. To Treviso. Treviso shot from the right side, no good with the left foot. Back outside to Valenzuela. Valenzuela down low to Patriani. Patriani with the ball. Back out to Machado. Back to Valenzuela. To Machado. Even I was playing tough even this late in the ball game with a big 9-goal lead. Here comes Jake Johnson. Ball comes loose. Got a whistle.
Yeah, he's lucky to get a blue card for that one because I was watching that as well too behind the play.
So Johnson claiming that the other guy ought to get a blue card. And
Yeah.
it's a blue card because
It's an egregious foul that warrants a time in a sin bin, a 2-minute penalty.
blue for 2.
And now we're going to get 2 minutes. Oh, I'm sorry, yellow card. Unsportsmanlike conduct. It will not be a time penalty.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's got too much to say,
Yeah.
and the referee's had enough.
Well, whatever it was,
So it's a yellow card either to the bench or one of the players. Yeah, it's to the bench. So the next time, guys, you gotta be cool. You got to lead. Be smart.
over to Treviso left side.
Youthful exuberance. I'm gonna blame it to that.
Jorge Gonzalez. There's a shot,
There
and
we
he
go.
goes in.
And that's going to get Reyes off the schneid. It's a
Yeah.
deflection, but he'll take it. And it came from a shot from the outside. You'll see in a replay here. If you shoot, good things happen.
10:20 to go, and it's now an 11-3 game and still in favor of the Iowa Raptors.
Yeah, there's still a lot of time left. 10:20 to go is an enormous amount of time. You get another couple goals or two. I still think they should pull the keeper and get 6 attacker. Have they done a lot of that this year at all, Phil?
Not really, because Chavez is so offensive as
Yeah.
a goalkeeper that he is really just like, having an offensive player out there. And again, we got another whistle. Good sportsmanship, as you always say, as Conrad Goldborn lifts up the player.
Raptors bench is really flirting with disaster right now. They've got to just chill out a little bit. You got to lead. Amarillo's a bit desperate, and they're complaining like crazy. Let your feet do the talking, guys, not your mouth.
Well, if they score a goal a minute, they got a chance to win.
Yep.
Not sure that's going to happen.
I've seen stranger things happen, Phil.
Yeah. Well, the Bomber fans back home would probably like to hear that, but again, the Iowa Raptors have just had a great game plan today against this number one offensive team. Here comes Treviso.
What a ball. I wish he would have turned there.
Missed it. Back outside. Off the chest of Herrera. Back it goes inside the attack zone. Back outside to Treviso. Treviso. There's a shot by Treviso.
Here we go.
Who got the deflection?
Reyes again. He's in the right spot at the right time. I thought he should have taken the first shot. He passed it off, but he's like a hockey player just deflecting these shots in. Now it's 11-4. A little bit of nervous energy maybe creeping in here with the Raptors, and I think it's a timeout. Should be called and is called here by the Raptors coach, Kurt Lewis. Very good move. Settle his troops down a little bit here, but it is now 11-4 with 9:33 to go, buddy.
I had a good friend in the major leagues by the name of Mark Lee, played for the San Diego Padres. He would always come in a pitching situation and steal a win after a big lead, and then the other team would his team would take the lead. We called him the Vulture because he always was swooping down and stealing wins.
I like it. I like it.
Mark Lee, one of my good friends, lives up in Amarillo. Actually performed his wedding. And they're still married.
I'll be dang. Good for him.
Yeah, hard to believe. But anyway, it has been a game that I think a lot of Bomber fans were hoping would be the other way in favor of the Bombers. But to the credit, the Iowa Raptors have played such excellent soccer today. You got to give them a lot of credit.
Yeah, let's be clear. This is no fluke. They have outworked Amarillo, and they've gotten everything they've earned. There's been no dicey calls. They've scored some great goals. They've got goals off their press. They've got goals off the set pieces. They got goals in the third period, one after another. I think they scored 8 or 9 in a row, correct?
Yep.
I mean, they've done really well. So, but having said that, 9:33 to go. Let's hit the table here. 9:33 to go. It's 11-4 lead. Amarillo just scored 2 unanswered goals. A good timeout here by Coach Kurt Lewis to settle his troops down. And Iowa needs to be disciplined here. Quit yelling at the referee. Just relax and play.
Yeah, they had the unsportsmanlike conduct on the bench. So here come the Raptors out of the timeout.
Here comes a double.
Adebayo.
I expect a lot of doubles here and a lot of press here.
Back it goes to Rukakisa. Goulburn down to the attack zone. Out to Perez. Ball taken away by Goulburn. He goes back inside the circle.
That's smart. Lose the ball in the attacking half the field.
Big header the other way. And Goulburn almost had one that slipped in.
Boy, he wants that one back. Just a little bad touch. Cost him.
A lot of contact out near the midfield area. Come the Bombers again.
And if I'm the Bomber, I keep shooting.
And there's a shot to the right side and goes out.
Keep shooting, keep shooting, keep shooting.
Kevin Alvidrez. 8:43 to go here in the fourth. Raptors leading at 11-4.
I'll tell you, if you're close in the area, tomorrow's final should be unbelievable.
It'll be the Chihuahua Savage 2, which beat the Wichita Wings 14-2. Iowa Raptors leading 11-4 right now and seemingly on their way to the championship. 2 o'clock tomorrow here at the world-famous Mesquite Rodeo Arena.
And they were very impressive, by the way. Oh.
Shot missed from the right side, goes out of bounds. Shot by Sirio Arros.
I still don't see any movement on the Bomber bench with a 6 attacker jersey. I'm a little surprised at that, to be honest with you.
And this ball goes out of bounds, kicked out of bounds that time by, I believe that was Oquendo.
Number 12, that was Jonah Dancer.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Got the wrong one there. Here's Arros being headed up. That's a tough play.
Oh, he's not going to like that call, but it's a call. So.
Yep. Colby Godbolt.
You'll see in a replay here, he catches him from behind. You're going to get that call all the time. You're in the defensive zone.
Godbolt on the attack. Ball cleared away. Back outside. Godbolt with the ball from the left side. Tries to go inside. Kicked away by the Bombers.
That's a foul. And that should have been kicking the ball away. Delay a game, kicking the ball away.
.804 left here in the fourth. Iowa leading it 11-4 over the Amarillo Bombers.
Stay in.
Not going to. Ball kicked out by Kevin Machado.
We got media timeout here, Phil. Last one of this game.
Yep.
Between the 7th and 8th minutes of each period. It gives. Let's see if the Bombers can get themselves organized here. And I don't see a lot of life on the bench, though. Do you? They just kind of
really
a bit dejected, and they still got lots of time left. 7 minutes to go. They scored 2 goals in a minute.
Yeah, and it started out well. They scored 34 seconds in on a David Treviso goal. And then after that, at the 7:27 mark, Ramos got a goal for Iowa, tied it up at 1-1. Then Dancer with the first of his 4 goals with 6:33 to go in the first, made it 2-1. But then he got one early in the second quarter, make it 3-1. Rojas, a little over a minute later, a minute and a half later, made it 4-1. And still, they had an opportunity, but early on, Oquendo got a goal at the 13:29 mark of the third quarter. Kelly at the 11:32. That was a little chipper over Chavez. Dancer again at the 10:28 mark at 7-1. And then it just kind of went downhill. Rukakisa got a goal, 6:41 to go. Dancer got his 4th goal to make it 10-1 with 5:41 to go. That was a power play goal. So it just seemed like the more pressure, and I think when you get the pressure put on you, you put the pressure on yourself.
We just showed a couple of highlights of the last 2 goals that Reyes scored. It's good to get him off the schneid. I wish it would have happened earlier, because when you get 1 goal, you feel part of the game again. He's been a bit unlucky today.
So here we go. 7:55 to go.
And I expect the Bombers to press here. Right away to 3-on-2. When you lose the press like that, it opens up opportunities.
And there's a nice save by Chavez. Got away from him. Cleared away by the Bombers. Here's Horowitz. Tell him by the balding head. Back to Perez. Up ahead. Big header that time by, I believe that was Gonzalez.
Here comes some press in that corner now. Oh, he breaks the press.
Cleared away. Here's Horowitz. Horowitz, short, stockily built, but a good runner.
3-on-2 again. The numbers, they keep getting numbers up.
Adebayo crosses over.
Bad change that time by the Bombers.
Valenzuela clears it out.
Numbers around the ball. 3 around the ball right there.
Yep.
Didn't need the foul. They had 2-on-1 there, right there.
Ooh, and Treviso that time took a little exception to the kick and stuff, and that's that frustration part. Usually you would just let that go.
Yeah. I tell you, ref's done a good job, though, keeping a lid on this, because there's been a couple of frustration moments here.
And he's a good referee, isn't he?
He's a very good referee.
Can tell he's been in control.
Nice by Goldie there.
Goldie back over the left side.
Goldie's been more of a factor in this second half as well, too.
Well, Goulburn has put himself down in that circle several times this year and been able to score, but just been having to power away. Here's Chavez again, back to Goldie. Off to the right side, chips it over to Machado. Machado back, and there's a shot to the left side to the corner. Molina with the ball. Gets it back to Valenzuela. Valenzuela down into the left corner. This one will go out of bounds.
You know, if the Raptors do hang on and win this game, I'm eager to see their press tomorrow versus the skill and the speed of Chihuahua. Should be a great match.
Where are you going to be tomorrow? Working?
I am working, buddy. Yeah, I've got to coach all day tomorrow. And I've got VAR tomorrow night. St. Louis and Minnesota. Here we go, another breakaway.
Yep, here we go.
No foul from behind.
Chavez this time, and again, they
well
were able to
defended.
knock him off.
Well defended.
A time to Orozco, taken away by Goulburn.
Uh-oh.
Here comes Goulburn down the left side, not to be denied, but they cut him off with a 2-on-1, and it's kicked out of bounds.
Just the work ethic I'm so impressed with. They're very fit, very, very fit.
And Iowa seems to come back, and, they double down on them, and they're able to keep them. 5:34 to go. Going to the middle, and shot taken, but a penalty. Or a foul, excuse me.
The fact that they doubled down so fast, it should be nice to see how Chihuahua handles that with their speed, because they like to play the ball out quick. So quick one-touch passes, break presses.
Well, I wanted to tell Coach Evans it may be icy and cold up in Iowa, but in Amarillo it's 60-mile-per-hour winds. So
yeah.
Little 5:22, another whistle.
We've got a lot of whistles in this game, buddy. And we have to ice these whistles down after the game is over.
How much gray hair is on that beard of Bobby Horowitz as he looked back? No hair on top, gray hair on the beard, and this ball's kicked out of bounds. But that's another guy. I bet he's been around for a long time, and he just loves playing the game.
And that's that recipe. We talked about having some experience to teach the young players as well, too. You can't buy experience in a pharmacy, buddy.
How important is that shin guard to soccer players? You're dead without it, aren't you?
Yeah, we hate them. Hate to wear them because they hinder us, but when you get kicked, you're so glad you have them on.
Yep.
And some of these shin guards about the size of a post-it note.
5:10 to go. Here come the Bombers on the attack. Trying to get it back to Herrera. Not there. Goes back inside. Down the sideboard. Take it away from Horowitz. Back it goes to Kevin Alvidrez. And there's a nice little shot to the right side on a pass from Reyes, but ball's kicked high and outside.
Yeah,
4:50 to go.
Dangerous area with a corner kick here. I still do not see a sixth attacker. I got to be honest with you, Phil, I'm shocked.
So what's the advantage if you take out Fredo, what that sixth attacker can do and cannot do?
Well, he's a regular player. He can be a second forward. He can be a third
but
forward.
It can't
he can be a second
him.
midfielder. It could be Fredo, but he's at midfield.
Yeah.
If you're going to play sixth attacker, you've got to join the attack. That's why I call it the attacker. Just having Fredo up high isn't a sixth attacker, because there's no danger right now. They can double. See how they double?
Here comes Chavez, saves that. Oh, got away from him.
Good by Fredo there. But you've got a whole bench full of field players that can put a jersey on and attack.
Here's Vitor Patriani. Sends it down to the attack zone. Back heel pass for Ross, and kick away that time by the Raptors. 4:09 to go. Reyes kicked away again. Nice little footwork there, and the ball is caught over on the other side by the Bombers. 4 minutes exactly to play here in the fourth quarter. 11-4 Iowa Raptors. Glad you've been with us today on YouTube TV. Here's Ross. Here's Vitor. Did it get through?
Here we go.
Did it get a deflection?
It did, and guess who it found? It found Reyes again, 11-5, 3:58 to go. You're seeing a set piece, no look pass, a shot, and it finds Reyes in the back post, and he taps it in.
It's his third consecutive goal, and the last two games, he now has 3 games, 14 goals.
You've got to get some love here to the Raptors here. Number 19 with that save off the line earlier.
That would be Sergei Wozniak.
Sergei Wozniak, yeah, great play. Got behind the goalkeeper and it bailed him out a little bit there. There's still plenty of time. 6 goals. Where is the sixth attacker?
Listen to Coach Eddie. He's telling you what to do. It's Vitor Patriani. Yeah, I see what you're saying. It's just They haven't done that very much, to be very honest with you.
It may not be used to. They've been so dominant this year. They're number 1 seed, don't forget. Scored a ton of goals. It may not be in a situation much this year. Oh,
Vitor
try to curl that one, Vitor. He wanted to curl that one in the back corner.
Well, in the games that we've done at the Amarillo Civic Center, I've very seldom seen the Bombers do a 6th attacker.
When you're leading all the time, there's no need for it. So, but something you should have in your wheelhouse and practice that.
The ball's kicked out of bounds. 3:28 to go. Championship game coming up for the Iowa Raptors. 2 o'clock tomorrow against the Chihuahua Savage 2. Here comes Horowitz. Nice stop by Chavez. And
another bomb. Another bomb. Good save by Fredo.
Yeah.
And 2-on-1 if he can hurry.
Treviso tried to get past, not there. That was Paco Gonzalez. Here's Horowitz back the other way to the left side.
Oh.
Nice kick away by the Bombers to save that. Down on the corner. Oh, nice save that time by Chavez. Horowitz gets it back. Ball tackled away from him. Up it goes to Vitor Patriani, and Patriani gets knocked down. Patriani from Sao Paulo, Brazil, and went to West Texas A&M. He's working as an engineer in McKinney after getting married. Of course, you always got to check on newlyweds. You know that, don't you? You know the 3 things. You always ask the wife, does he throw his dirty underwear in the hamper on the floor? Does he put the toilet seat up or down? And finally, has she ever burned a meal? Those are the 3 things. If you answer positively, you got a good marriage. 2:39 to go. What am I doing, Dr. Phil here? I don't know. 11-5, Raptors on top, on their way to the championship game. Tomorrow, 2 o'clock, right here at Mesquite Arena.
A lot of history in this arena, buddy, isn't there? It's just a
when was this thing built?
Oh, you're asking a tough question. It's got to be back in I believe the 40s or 50s, if I'm not mistaken. Google would know if I had time to go check, but it's just a great arena.
While I Google
it's a great arena here. Fredo's up now, which I like, almost like a 6th attacker. I want him to get higher. And then there should be a shot again. Keep shooting the ball.
Treviso.
Oh, and that hit Reyes right in the head, hit his own guy. And he's going to be cleaning those cobwebs out of his own head there right now. But in today's atmosphere, these headshots, you want to take them off the field and get looked at. Make sure you follow some kind of a concussion protocol. Back in my day, it was called having your bell rung. But now it's called nasty concussion.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to come off the field real quick.
Well, that was
rightfully so. Just let him make sure he's got his senses, and it's a safety precaution. Hopefully he's okay. They didn't have that when I played, Phil. We just got up and gave him some smelling salt and shake off the cobwebs, and off we played again. So
nowadays, to get out of school, you just have to have a hangnail, and they'll let you out.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it?
Downfield it goes, off the chest. Avadabayo, down the corner to Goldie.
Tell you what, Goldie's he's very agile for a big guy, though, man. He works his socks off as well, too. I'm actually impressed with him, too.
Oh,
a couple of bad touches.
Got a couple of good gunboats, too.
A couple of bad touches, though. He could have a couple more goals himself as well.
We got 2 minutes to go.
Just hit it. Just taking too long to get the shot off.
Well, the 6 goals in the third quarter, basically the difference in this game for the Iowa Raptors. Vitor Patriani gets it back over to Chavez, and Chavez will bring it out with a kick to the left side, taken back the other way and out of bounds.
You're right.
Body of Wozniak.
You're right, Phil. They came out flying in that third quarter and just took control. I think at one time it was 10-1, if not mistaken.
It was.
10 unanswered goals after being down 1-0 in the first 34 seconds.
Well, in less than 5 minutes, they had already scored 3 goals and extended their lead to 7-1, and just completely took the Bombers out of their game. 1:15 to go. Chavez acting like a sixth attacker. There's a shot from the right side. Did we get somebody hit in the head?
Yeah, it's a blue card on the follow-through, but Goldie actually blocked a goal instead of tapping in one, the poor guy. When it rains, it pours. It's a blue card at minute to 7, so they'll finish the game here with a man down. He just caught on the follow-through, but it's just unfortunate for Goldie not to get that tap in on the back post.
So coming to have a seat, Colby Godbolt.
I'm impressed with him, by the way, as well, too.
Oh,
this whole team I'm impressed with. Their fitness I'm impressed with.
Mm-hmm.
Their team spirit I'm impressed with. Their team unity I'm impressed with. They're obviously very, very well organized and coached by the coaching staff. I mean, their fitness level. So this is no fluke. They earned this. Go home, rest up, get a good meal.
Come back tomorrow.
You got it.
It'll be a great final tomorrow.
Great final, absolutely.
I called Chihuahua Savage 2. They're like M1.5 instead of M2. They're that good. There's Vitor, had a chance, knocked away by Perez. There's another chance, knocked in, and finally, off the rebound, the goal is going to be scored by Treviso, and that's the first time he scored since the 14:26 mark of the first quarter.
You see on the replay, Reyes just came back from that little head bob. He's back on the field, so we'll give him the assist. But you know what? 37 seconds ago, yeah, the game's over now, but keep playing, guys. Well done.
Well, they've cut the lead down from 10-1 to 11-6. But the damage was done in the third quarter for the Iowa Raptors against the Bombers.
Now it's important we end this game with some sportsmanship here. I see some of the guys a little hot, and some of the guys are shaking hands. It just kind of killed the game now, fellas. I wouldn't attack here. I would not attack. Pull all the way back. That's wise. Just kill the game. Just kill the game.
Spoken by a true professional coach.
Well, you want to avoid injury, first of all. You want to also avoid some bad blood because, listen, nobody wants to lose. You're in a semifinal. You work your socks off all season long to get here. It hadn't gone your way. Good. Well done, both teams. Good sportsmanship. Quality commercial for the MASL2. I'm impressed with both semifinals, buddy.
Well, the number 1 seed, just like the NCAA men's basketball tournament, is no longer.
Absolutely.
And a big effort today by the Iowa Raptors, leading at 4-1 at the half. Came out with 3 big goals, a 6-pack of goals in the third quarter, and they win by a final margin of 11-6. Eddie?
Phil, it's been a pleasure
working with you.
Look forward to seeing you again.
Thank you for your insight.
My pleasure.
Because
my pleasure.
I need all the help I can on soccer.
You're great.
You give me with basketball, I may have you there.
You'll enjoy Dev Reeves tomorrow. Good luck in the final. Good luck to the Chihuahua Savage 2 and also to the Iowa Raptors. 2 deserving teams. Should be a great final. All the best to you in the broadcast tomorrow, my friend.
On behalf of Eddie
Pushkarich.
I like the second one better. This is Phil Woodall saying goodbye from Mesquite Arena in Mesquite. M2 semifinals today. The Chihuahua Savage 2 beat the Wichita Wings 12-2. And here it was the Iowa Raptors beating the Amarillo Bombers by a score of 11-6. We'll talk to you again. Don't forget championship game tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Bye-bye from Mesquite.